You know what? We should do that, man. We should make that a tradition of the Hot Tag Podcast.
Shit
Every wrestler that we get on the show, we should ask them why they're fascinated by shit.
Where was I? I got lost.
Oh, you're talking about drugs.
Oh, Ric Flair. A ladder match. Not to grab a title, not to grab a contract, but to grab a duck.
Yeah, there you go. See, that's good.
Why is that good, though? Why? 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 I need to know. Why?
Fire on a pole. That is smart. There you go.
Fucking prick. He has one fucking move. What's up with that?
Can't be traced back to that goddamn company.
Was this the first time that Ric Flair was on TV?
If I remember correctly, it was October of '98. I don't remember.
Oh, don't even say that, man. How the fuck do you know that?
Yeah, September 14th, 1998. Yeah.
I would have took me off.
I don't know what you've been doing for the last 40 years or the last year. What do you mean? What the fuck have you been doing?
Drinking?
All right, that explains your love for beer and shotguns.
Yeah, suck it. Fuck you. This bullshit. Fuck you. Fuck you.
WCW for you, man. Botching, shooting, not literally like Chirac Chicago shooting, you know, like wrestling shooting.
Do you want to high spot some pussy and then hashtag beat up Johnson?
Sit the fuck down. You understand me? Sit the fuck down.
Tommy loves my Nicole Bass.
Don't you, Tommy?
Suck my left dick. Suck my left nut, you bitches. Suck it.
Why are you out of breath, man? What are you eating off before you call in? What the fuck are you doing?
No, because I was running to get this damn coffee. Don't worry.
John Cena tries to do a Hurricane Rana and almost kills himself.
The champ is here!
I just threw up in my mouth a little bit.
Sit the fuck down. You understand me? Sit the fuck down. WWE. Fuck you, mother. Fuck you. Can't be traced back to that goddamn company. This really pissed me off because it is bullshit. Vince Russo, of all people, Vince Russo is full of shit. Suck my left dick. Suck my left nut, you bitches. Suck it. Yeah, suck it.
THT Podcast, live Wednesdays, 9:30 p.m. Eastern Time, right here on Mixlr.com/THT Podcast. Subscribe to us on iTunes, Stitcher Radio, YouTube, and TuneIn Radio.
Bangers, 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 bangers.
All right, enough of that shit. Ladies and gentlemen, what's going on? It is Wednesday night. It is 8:39 my time. Shaheen should be here in probably 5 minutes, maybe 10 minutes. I figured I'd go ahead and get started, get a little bit of stuff going on here. I figured maybe I would go ahead and start talking about the Ambrose podcast, Ambrose on Stone Cold Steve Austin's podcast the other night. I thought that was really good. I think Dean Ambrose is pretty much kind of a brutally honest guy. Doesn't mind saying it how it is. Balls that clank to say anything about Brock Lesnar. I mean, he didn't say anything horrible. I mean, he basically said Brock was lazy in that match, and he was. He expected more out of that match. I think everybody did. I think that was one of the reasons we called that Disappointomania. They made that match sound like it was going to be a bloody mess, and it turned out to be nothing really. So I pretty much agreed with them on that. Let's see. I got a few notes. Again, I said he's brutally honest. Didn't know Dean was kind of a mama's boy. He kind of basically said that. I was a little shocked at Dean not promoting staying in school. Basically saying, I dropped out. Didn't matter. Who cares? Whatever. You know, you do what you got to do. But, yeah, Dean not promoting the old Hulk Hogan stay in school, take your vitamins. Not at all. Yeah, by the way, Dean looked kind of high. To me, he looked fucking high during this interview. I could be wrong. It was a little weird. Austin was sitting there almost like trying to force Dean Ambrose to say his childhood was bad. It was kind of strange. I didn't know what the hell was going on, but he was basically literally trying to almost, all right, so childhood was bad, right? No, really, I was happy. I didn't know any better, this is what it was. So it was bad, right? No, I said it wasn't bad. Poor Dean. He didn't want to say his childhood was bad. Like you said, he didn't know any better at the time, and when you're a kid, you don't know any better. What you're used to is the norm. But yeah, Dean really doesn't give many fucks. Talking about shoplifting and a bunch of other stuff that I could kind of believe he got into during this podcast, but he did. Really good. His talk about how scripted promos can pretty much just stifle the guys. He even came up with a promo on Steve Austin off the cuff that was better than probably 90% of the roster can do scripted, which is a little scary, but he does. Dean obviously is very good at the improv of just thinking, cutting a promo, and says it well. Even Austin looked like he was impressed when he did it. What else here? Yeah, that was a big thing. Sounds like, according to what Dean said, it sounds like that him, Roman Reigns, and Seth Rollins actually had a lot to do with the creative input on how the Shield was booked. Even down to what they wore. Basically, he said he had, they kind of decided to wear that, and they decided to go through the crowd, and everything seemed to work. One other point Dean made at the right time, and I remember back when me and Shaheen were on, we were complaining about, it was too early to break up the Shield, too early. And, as a fan, we were fans of it, so it might have been. But let's remember, what he said made a lot of sense, is that they had nowhere else to go upwards. The only place they were going to go was down. And he's kind of right. They went out on top, and I didn't really think of it like that. So, but it was very, very good to hear him saying that. I really enjoyed it. So that was good. I think everything they were saying about the Shield I thought was really amazing. I loved it, actually. The story about Vince being awake at 2:30 in the morning going to the gym, fucking loved it. Made me laugh my ass off. So and, it wasn't a really good interview. The only other thing that I really had was he had a good point with the brand split. Hopefully it won't break anybody. It won't overexpose some of the guys. It'll give them a little bit of a chance to not be so overexposed. It may not. But to tell you the truth, it's already seeming like a couple of the guys are being overexposed. So all we can do is wait and see, I guess. But, I'll go ahead and say it. It looks like they're kind of already starting to overexpose Enzo a little bit. Kind of feel bad for him. But I guess we'll see what happens with Enzo and Big Cass. But I really enjoyed the Dean Ambrose interview. I really thought it was good. Him and Stone Cold tried to get him riled up a couple of times. Dean just doesn't seem to really care about any of that. Looks like he just wanted to be chill, and he just seems like a really chill fucking guy. Really fucking chill guy. So, good for him. I love the interview. I think this is one of the better ones. Thought Dean came off relaxed here. So, I don't know. To me, it was fucking great. These are usually good, but I thought this one was especially pretty damn good. So, looks like Shaheen is trying to call in. Tell you what, real quick, I'm going to jump into a break, find out what's going on. I know I just started, but no big deal. Jump into a fast break, and I shall return in 1 minute. All right. Sorry about that, folks. We're back, and I've got Shaheen with me.
Yes, oh.
Yes. Yes. What am I, a fucking master or something?
Yeah, dude.
What? All right, whatever you say. Anyway, now we got Shaheen. Shaheen, the only thing I did is I went over the Ambrose Stone Cold podcast. That was it.
Okay. Any talk of CZW in there?
No, not really. Stone Cold, really, though, laid a fucking challenge out to Dean Ambrose.
What's that?
It's 3 minutes and 10 seconds. Want me to do it?
Yeah, okay.
All right. Yeah, it's the beginning of the show. What the hell? Here you go. I will play this for you. Let me turn the volume up. Here we go.
Putting together a championship run and, just building the body of work and doing some stuff I've always wanted to do, so I'm excited to get to work, as WWE champion.
Aren't you excited to get to work? You got the gold belt, WWE, lots of diamonds, whatever on the front of that belt.
Yeah, it feels shiny, man.
You're proud of that thing. You got the DA on it.
They shined it before, too.
It has taken you a long time to get here, Dean. A long-ass time. You have paid your dues. And doing my research about you, I didn't know how many times you'd been around the block. All of a sudden, you end up on top of the WWE Universe. Me, I'm sitting right here. I'm 5 feet from your ass. I got a challenge for you. I've been watching you ever since you rolled in, and I'm proud of you. I'm happy for you. Nothing's ever been handed to you. You've earned everything you got. But as a guy who, back in my day, pushed the envelope and just pushed it, I wasn't afraid to go out on a limb because I didn't really give a rat's ass. I was going to go, and watching some of the stuff that you've done in the past, I challenge you now to raise the bar. I'm challenging you right here on the WWE Network, on the Stone Cold Podcast, to push the envelope, go out on a limb, be edgier, take more chances, be more Dean Ambrose, whatever that means, Lunatic Fringe, the tagline they gave you. I'm challenging you to amp up and amplify everything you've got, because I think the WWE Universe deserves to see that. And you.
All right, there's more, but let's just start with that right there. I know he would make this basically challenge to the whole locker room, but it seems like he's got a little bit of a little faith in Dean. I think he sees something there. What do you think?
I don't think it's going to happen. I don't see that happening. I mean, I watched SmackDown. There's nothing different about Dean Ambrose.
Yeah, I think he's going to have a problem doing it in this
they're not going to give him the permission to do so, dude. You think Dean Ambrose doesn't want to go out there? Okay, this guy's a CZW guy, right?
Yep.
Did barbed wire matches, the whole 9 yards. When they tease the barbed wire, do you think this guy doesn't want to use it? Of course he does. He came from that.
See,
he's not allowed to. And that's the whole issue. He's not allowed to.
Well, that was another thing that, since you didn't watch, I guess we can keep talking about it. You missed where he called out Brock Lesnar a little bit, saying how Dean said he expected more out of that match, and Brock was lazy in the match. He couldn't he said he couldn't get anything out of Brock. He said he built that match up to be great. He wanted it to be great. A bloody mess. Wouldn't do it. Wouldn't turn out that way. He said Brock was just
Brock
lazy.
Wouldn't bleed?
He said, well, he didn't say that. He just said Brock was lazy.
Wow. Well, expect that title to come off this guy. Like I said, Ziggler's taking that. He's going to get punished. I'm telling you. He's going to get punished.
He talked about shoplifting on this podcast.
Yeah, this dude's getting punished. You'll see him back in CZW. John Zandig versus Dean Ambrose. It's happening soon.
He talked about not dropping out of school.
Oh, dude, yeah, he's getting fired. He's definitely being future endeavored, for sure.
Talked about how scripted promos hold people back.
I'm just fucking around, but I don't. I mean, obviously he's not getting fired.
Yeah.
I think they're going to slap him on the wrist and kind of set him to the corner and make him stare at the wall for a couple minutes, you know?
They might do something to him. I mean, what can they do right now? The guy's fucking over. He's getting a pop. What are you going to do?
They don't give a shit, dude. They don't care about that.
Sometimes they do. All right,
Daniel Bryan was getting the biggest pops. They didn't give a fuck about it until people forced them.
No,
Dean Ambrose has been getting pops for the last year and a half. He was the most over guy when fucking Cena got hurt.
Yeah.
He was supposed to take a spot. And what happened? Nothing. He lost to Bray Wyatt.
Yeah, they'll probably turn him heel. That's probably what they're going to do. You want
Ambrose?
Yeah, probably. Isn't that how they punish you when you get over? They turn you heel?
Yeah, I guess so. It's really unfortunate, though, because this guy got over, organically. He really has a connection with the crowd, and they just completely ignored him for the longest time. I'm glad they're finally, giving him his props. They're finally starting to, stir things up a little bit and make it more refreshing. And you got to give him that, dude. I mean, we've been saying it for a couple of weeks. You got to give him that.
Oh,
Give him enough credit. I mean, I watched SmackDown. I just watched Raw today, both of them. Skipped through like 80% of it, but I got the gist of it, and they're trying. They're trying. It feels like a brand new show.
Yeah, you're right. It does. Both shows feel like brand new shows, which is great, right. Which is really good. Even though I'll tell you, when I saw, I'm like, fuck. Now I got to watch the Stone Cold podcast too. Fuck.
Next week's going to be fucking brutal.
Don't even bring it up.
Well, the week after that, actually.
Yeah, the week after that.
SummerSlam, Monday Night Raw, fucking SmackDown, then us, then Wrestling Soup the next day. I'm going to Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Don't even fucking mention wrestling to me. I will smack the hell out of you if you mention wrestling.
Don't even call me.
You do not even wear a wrestling shirt around me. I will literally take that fucking belt around your fucking waist and beat you with it. Do not do that.
Yeah, fuck. All right. You want me to play the rest, or?
Yeah, why not? Actually, yeah. Go ahead and play it. I gotta get a lighter real quick though.
All right, well,
I've been slacking tonight.
All right, I got you. Here you go. I'll play while you're lighting.
You've shown a lot of that, but I would dare say you've rested on your laurels, you're a little bit comfortable, and you need to find the edge again. So this is no me. I'm challenging you to push the envelope and go for it. To that you say what? Have you been in a safe zone? Am I missing something?
Rested on my laurels. I am offended by that, but
I want the best out of you, and so do these people that are watching this damn show every Monday and every Tuesday, which you're the captain.
Yeah.
I want to, Dane, give it to me. Give it to the people. This is what you've worked your whole life for. Do you understand what I'm saying?
I like it.
Is this a disconnect?
No, I mean, as far as, pushing the envelope and stuff, I try every day to push the envelope as much as I can. Sometimes, you gotta, sometimes you can yell and scream and beg can we do this? Can we do this? As much as you want, and you still, at the end of the day, you're playing in brother's sandbox, but I like that. And I like that you're reminding me that, like getting on top is one thing. Staying on top is a whole nother thing,
There you go. So, I mean, he basically said what you just said. You can yell, kick, scream, and at the end of the day, it's not my sandbox.
Dude, I'm honestly shocked that Austin is really challenging them. Because not only is he challenging Dean Ambrose, ultimately he's challenging the WWE to give him the ball and let him go with it.
I'm sure you're going to watch it.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to watch it.
I'm not going to say he was up in his face, but Stone Cold looked like he was telling, look, motherfucker, do it. And those little, spots were WWE, editing naughty words. And
right.
It wasn't me. So, I mean, he was like, this ain't no bullshit, Dean. He's really, Stone Cold seems like he really wants the best out of Dean and for Dean. And you're right. I think you're right. He's challenging WWE to let him be more edgy. But they won't fucking do it.
Well, he sees a lot of himself in Dean, I think.
Probably.
Promo-wise, the character kind of. I mean, very light version of Austin, of course. Nothing compared to Austin,
Yeah, but, I mean, two different paths, different people. But I see where you're seeing I mean, the fire, the promo style, that lunatic.
It's a loose
fringe.
cannon.
Loose cannon.
I mean, isn't that his gimmick? That's it's supposed to be his gimmick. Yeah. Let him go. Let him off the leash.
They even threw a little Brian Pillman reference out there because that's where he's from. So,
nice. Dude. But out of all the new guys, as far as like, charisma and really standing out, like Dean is the guy. Other than Bray Wyatt, like Bray is gold to me. They've just completely shat on him. But I really think Bray can be right up there with any of the top guys. There's no reason this guy, like his promos are fucking fantastic. Do they get stale and old? Yes, because you know what it's leading to. It's leading to his shoulders being pinned 1, 2, 3 when it's supposed to count. Yeah, that's why nobody gives a shit about it.
It looks like they're trying to make up for some of that on SmackDown with Bray.
Oh, they're trying everything now. They're trying to give Ziggler credit again, Bray Wyatt. Like, they're trying to correct their faults,
Too little, too late.
Yeah, I mean, they're at least they're trying to correct the wrongs. That's give them a little bit of credit.
All right,
this is the same company that a year ago we wanted to fucking boycott. Now we're sitting here, we're like, hey, this is actually pretty enjoyable. I don't have too much to complain about. Like, I watched Raw, and it's like I really didn't have much to complain. There's not much to complain about. It's refreshing. I mean, we'll go through the matches, but like overall, it was a really good fucking episode overall. Third week in a row.
Well, a year ago, we were considering doing a pug podcast.
Yeah, the podcast.
That's how bad wrestling was.
Can make that happen.
Yeah. Well, right now wrestling's being okay. So, and I got to tell you something, dude. Excuse me. Yesterday, I watched 3 episodes of TNA.
Oh. Wait.
I did it.
Hold on a second.
Yes, 3.
You watched 3 episodes of TNA on a Tuesday?
Yes. I'm behind. I watched 3 episodes yesterday. And
so you watched Raw, SmackDown, and then 3 episodes of TNA?
Well, I watched earlier in the afternoon. I watched TNA, and then I watched
same day.
Yeah,
same.
And then I watched SmackDown later. So yeah, I watched all that, and I watched.
You're a warrior, man.
Oh, you don't even know. Plus, I watched the Scott Hall U-shoot yesterday and the Vampiro U-shoot last night.
Jesus Christ!
I was in a wrestling mood yesterday, so I watched a shitload.
No shit. But you watched 18 hours of it in one day, dude.
Meanwhile,
I give you credit for that.
Real quick, speaking of giving credit, TNA. What the fuck do people want out of a wrestling show? Everything we bitched about in WWE, TNA is giving you. Everything.
But WWE's doing the same thing. WWE's trying to do 180.
Except TNA is fucking TV 14.
Yeah, but do they act like they're TV 14? I mean, yes. I don't watch it, so I don't know. I'm asking you.
Yeah, they are. I mean, the shit Matt Hardy is doing. They're doing some really cool shit, man. I mean, they're getting pretty fucking edgy. I like the shit they're doing. I think they have this Decay tag team, which is good. They're doing all kinds of shit. Broken Matt Hardy steals every fucking show. I mean, they've got a few guys I don't like, but that's what wrestling's supposed to be. I can't like everybody on the fucking roster. But I don't know. I really don't. It's 2 hours, and it was all the shows I watched. At the end of it, I'm going, it was fucking bad. Wasn't bad.
So who's on the TNA roster now? name a few top guys.
Oh, EC3, obviously a top guy. Drew Galloway's a top guy. Drakey.
Are you still there?
Yeah, Eli Drake, who to me is a poor man's Mr. Anderson, which is sad because Mr. Anderson is a poor man's Mr. Kennedy.
So, they all suck. When I hated Mr. Kennedy, man.
So when you're like a double poor man Mr. Kennedy, you're real bad. But I personally just don't fucking like that guy. Who else is in there? Good question. Who else?
Pepper Parks is up there now, right?
He might be a different name.
Probably. He's with the blonde girl, Cherry Bomb.
Okay.
Someone in the chat room, is Pepper Parks in TNA now?
Cherry Bomb is a girl named Allie who is basically Maria's little lackey.
Maybe I can see
they
that.
have Allison Kay
Oh,
over
dude,
there.
please, TNA. Hold on one second. TNA, please pick up this guy. I don't want to see him at CZW. This guy just fucking blows.
Oh.
Pick him up. Give him some fucking money.
And while we're talking TNA, it's rumored that Damian Sandow will be debuting tomorrow night. Not only rumored, but it looks like, from the Facebook, it looks like he's signed with TNA.
Oh, shit.
Usually I would tell...
Okay.
Yeah,
dude, that's not too bad.
I agree.
Broken Matt Hardy, you got Damian Sandow. That's not too shabby.
It's like usually I would say don't go to TNA. Don't do... I mean, how many times... I mean, what did we say about Moose? Don't do it. But when WWE has already been your route, take another one. What the hell? If we get Damian Sandow tomorrow night on TNA, I'm a happy guy. I'll have no under the name Braxton Sutter.
No, I think he's referring to Pepper Parks.
Pepper Parks, Braxton Sutter. I don't remember hearing that name, but I was also walking around doing shit while watching it. But I enjoyed all the shows I watched. I still have one more left to watch. Basically, I started after the final deletion. Brother Shaheen.
I guess that's a good place to pick back up.
Yeah.
Are they still doing like the Monsters Ball matches with like Abyss and shit?
I
haven't doing any hardcore matches.
I mean, I personally haven't seen any right now, but Bound for Glory is coming up. You never know what's going to happen.
That's like their WrestleMania, right?
Yeah, I actually have a quick 30-second little broken Matt Hardy clip of Bound for Glory if you'd like to hear it.
Sure, why not?
There you go.
Once a year, a symphony of destruction, an epic tale of star-crossed warriors, a chance for all to compose their magnum opus. Who will be deleted, and who will delete? Bound for Glory, I knew you'd come.
Bound for Glory, only on pay-per-view.
There you go. Live October 2nd. Ever anyone interested?
Crickets. At the end, it sounded like Mish was doing the fucking commercial, doesn't it?
It could be. You never know.
Bound for Glory.
I don't know, man. But
do you see Matt Hardy getting stale, kind of like New Day? Because I remember New Day was fucking glorious in the beginning, and now every time I see New Day, I'm just like, yeah, I'll fast forward.
They're not.
I don't hate them or anything.
Right.
They're just very, very stale. They need to do something new, man. All the booty shaking, the fucking, the cereal bot. I don't get it. I really don't.
They're not overexposing Matt Hardy. He's not throughout the whole show. They showed a little. I mean, remember, this is right after Final Deletion, so they're kind of tailing off of that. So, yeah, there was probably a little more Matt Hardy than most shows. But by the third show, he did a little thing in the beginning, and he came out at the end, and that was it. So they're trying not to overexpose him. They may, and it may get stale after a while. To tell you the truth, I'll tell you who else is getting stale already.
Who's that?
I hate to say it, Enzo and Cass.
I'd have to disagree. I mean, do you want to get into Raw?
Sure, yeah, we can go ahead and jump into that. I'm done with TNA. But I mean, it's not stale, but now they're throwing him out there for everything. They need to.
Well, I think it's a good way to start Raw. I think it's refreshing, man. What do you want to see? Fucking Mick Foley and Stephanie?
No, and I could really give a fuck to see Seth Rollins do another 20-minute promo.
No, I really dug it. The promo between Chris Jericho, Kevin Owens, and Enzo and Cass. I thought that was fucking great, dude.
No,
I actually, that was probably the highlight of Raw for me, to be honest with you.
Maybe.
Him coming out saying all that stupid shit. I came out on Raw last week with pretty much a fucking G, saying stupid shit.
Maybe that was maybe the wrong way to put it. How about it almost seems like Enzo's running out of shit to say already.
No. I'd have to 100% disagree with you. I think he's actually getting better by the week. Dude, when I watched it today, I was like, holy shit, this is actually entertaining. I don't want to fucking gouge my eyes out in the first 15 minutes of Raw. This is fantastic. He makes balls references and tit references every fucking week. It's fantastic.
Well, this week he made...
Great combination.
Did you just get into a plane?
No. I have, I'm washing some clothes upstairs.
Okay. Did you just hop in an
slept
airplane?
Late. I had to do a load of laundry.
Okay. Enzo did throw out 2 great references this week. One was by Guns N' Roses, Welcome to the Jungle. But he also threw out a Sublime reference, and I'm not sure everybody caught. It was the I don't practice Santeria. I ain't got no crystal ball.
No, okay, yeah, I heard the crowd pop for it. I like when he said he had Sasha Banks' head in his hand like a newborn baby, you know?
Yeah.
Oh, man, you better keep your dick in your pants, son, before you have you literally have a baby in your arm by Sasha Banks.
Yeah, and by the
way, a 5-head.
And by the way,
baby by that.
Just so you can get the reference.
I don't practice Santeria. I ain't got no crystal ball.
I know this.
There you go.
It's a good song.
Oh, I love fucking Sublime. One of my favorites.
I'm not the biggest Sublime fan. I do like that song, though.
I like them. They're actually traveling with a new guy since Brad obviously passed away a long time ago. A guy named Rome. It's called Sublime with Rome now. And it's really, the guy is good. He's really good.
Okay.
So
also, you can definitely tell that Enzo is definitely writing his own material, which I think is what's getting him over.
Oh, he has to.
He's able to go out there and just completely freestyle the whole thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Nobody can write what the fuck he is saying. Nobody.
Talking about baby burps, stupid shit like that. Dude, it's fucking hilarious. It's
Although it is kind of funny to think about someone back there actually writing those words down.
I really enjoyed this stuff. I thought, Chris Jericho is doing some of his best work in the last, decade, dude.
Gold.
I mean,
gold.
Great. Him and Kevin Owens, the pairing of him and Kevin Owens is genius, by the way.
Him and Kevin
they had a
Owens,
quick run during, SmackDown, and it was a great tag team. And I think now they're finally capitalizing on it. You know, they need... And it's a good SummerSlam match. I don't mind seeing Enzo and Cass against Kevin Owens and Jericho. It's kind of random, but I don't mind it. Although this makes me wonder where they're going to place Zayn on the card.
Yeah, a little bit. And I did like that. I did like when Enzo called Chris Jericho John Bon Jericho.
Oh, yeah.
I like that. And you know what I actually have here? Owens and Jericho equals gold. They were great. And what's great about it is Jericho's like this old dude trying to, like the old grizzled veteran dealing with these new punk kids coming in. And Owens is like, yeah, whatever, man. I'm good.
Dude, he was great. I don't know, man. That's the type of segment that I like. That's the type of comedy I like. Like the awkwardness, kind of like the Larry David, Curb Your Enthusiasm, awkwardness. I enjoy things like that. And I thought Kevin Owens, dude, is fucking killing it. And I still mark out every fucking week. That's goddamn Kevin Steen on Raw.
Let me ask you if you caught this. This is what I believe is part of the genius of Kevin Owens. Not in the ring, not with a mic. When him and Jericho are walking away, what he's saying is fucking brilliant. No microphone. He's yelling loud enough for the camera in front of him to hear it. The walk up the ramp cam. Enzo and Cass are doing the SAWFT. What is Kevin Owens saying? It's not even how you spell it. It's spelled S-O-W-F-T. It's spelled S-O-F-T.
Dude,
it's not how you spell it.
Boxman, not only that, he was holding Chris Jericho's ears so he couldn't hear it. Just the body language. The guy gets wrestling. He understands it,
Yes.
That's what's beautiful about it. That guy,
it
like
shows.
You were saying, he's just talking in the background. He's always talking shit to the ref. It's the little things that count. You know, it makes him stand out.
Yeah, it shows that he gets it. He knows his character. He knows everything. I dare to say, he's in touch with his character.
He's found himself. But by the way, you know what's really funny? How they're carrying on with this whole "you're gonna get it" thing, and nobody knows what it is.
Yeah,
I love that. Just stupid shit like that, dude. It doesn't take much to make a segment funny. I just
everything,
like randomness and just stupidity. Just
everything.
Add that in, spice it up, and we're good.
Yeah, everything Jericho is Jim Martin. Whoever this guy he's mentioning, Jim Martin Luter or whatever it is.
Who?
The guy Jericho keeps mentioning that he made up a few weeks ago, Jim and Martin Luter.
Oh, I don't know. I didn't catch that.
Okay, yeah, you need to listen more. Well, you barely watched in 2 weeks, but yeah, I'm loving. I'm loving everything fucking Jericho is doing right now, and Owens just adds to it. So,
I also I dug the Mick Foley and Sasha Banks segment, the backstage segment. Mick Foley is a huge mark for women's wrestling. You can tell the dude almost like cried. You can tell, dude. His eyes started tearing up, and it's a little weird. And you know what? It's fucking summertime. His snowman ties and Santa Claus outfit. It's fucking creepy. It's a little weird. I'm sorry. Like you're on television now. It's a little weird.
It's a lot.
But Sasha Banks, dude, she is extremely cute. Let me stop.
Is she getting cuter?
She just got married.
Is she getting cuter every week? It literally.
Yeah, dude. I mean, the close up of her face, I was just like, man, I just want to, Whew.
Okay, all right, we'll stop.
I'd make some 5-headed toddlers with her.
You'd let her suck your left dick.
Yeah, why not?
Oh, jeez.
I'd sacrifice my child's forehead.
Yeah. Hold on, take over for a second. There's someone knocking on this door.
All right.
Well,
next up we had Braun Strowman, which I'm digging his new look, which is not really. I guess it's not really much different. He just shaved the sides of his head. But Braun Strowman against Jobber number 3. I'm digging this. Bring more jobbers. They're feeding Braun Strowman jobbers, and I'm fucking loving it. Make it a weekly segment. I have absolutely no problem with these 15-second matches with Braun Strowman just murdering these guys. By the way, the WWE locker room learned something from Jarrell Nelson, which was jobber number 3. Jarrell Nelson, the jobber number 3, had great fucking selling. Roman Reigns can learn a thing from this guy.
Yeah,
but I really did like that one. After that, we have Puff Daddy, aka P Diddy, with Mick Foley and New Day talking about nuts, which I don't know. Foxman is not really digging it. I thought it was funny. I like Mick Foley trying to use like hip hop lingo and just like, oh yeah, that was lame.
Yeah,
that was lame. It's stupid shit like that. Yeah, it just reminds me of like early 2000s, 99. That's the type of things that they used to do.
Yeah,
that's what they're trying to tap into, man. They're trying to go back in time, yet be PG, yet bring in these cruiserweights and the indie marks. They're trying to have a nice little balance of everything. You know what I mean? I'm digging it.
Jump into the old Wayback Machine, eh?
I dig it, son.
Yeah.
Jared.
I mean, I didn't care for the P. Diddy or whatever the fuck his name is this year thing. I don't really care for that.
Oh, he's a piece of shit, but he's funny though. He's a funny dude. Have you seen that movie with him? And what's the guy's name from Superbad? The fat dude.
Jonah Hill.
There you go. The movie that he did with Puffy.
No.
Oh, Take Him to the Greek something?
Okay, Get Him to the Greek. I know the movie you're talking about.
There you go.
The only movie...
The movie was fantastic.
You know what movie I enjoyed, Puffy? I'll tell you what. Draft Day.
What's that?
Draft Day.
Yeah.
He was the sports agent. I didn't mind him in that. But anyway, we got a movie show if you want to join that shit. THT movie review. Find it.
There you go. You guys should watch that movie. Take Him to the Greek is fucking hilarious.
I've got it.
And Puffy is fantastic in that.
I think
as much as I hate his music and his personality and just who he is, pretty much. He's a great actor when it comes to those funny movies. I was digging it. Carlito's Way 2 was another movie that he was in.
Carlito's Way also, or Carlito's Way number 2?
Number 2.
There was a second Carlito's Way?
Mm-hmm.
What?
Yeah, bro. It was terrible.
I never knew that.
But it happened.
I know.
It's like Raw. It's like Raw 4 months ago. It happened.
Wow,
it's a thing.
I never knew there was a Carlito's Way 2. I've seen the first one with Pacino and Sean Penn. It's great. I love that fucking movie.
Yeah.
There's a second one?
Yeah, dude. Check it out.
Who the fuck? Now I got to know at least who was in it. I'm sorry.
It was that. It's the old school Spanish dude. I forgot his name.
Oh my god.
He did some Chappelle Show skits.
Carlito's Way, Rise to Power. Is there more of the? Is there 3 or 4 of these?
Probably. None of them had Al Pacino in there, I don't think.
Well, the first one did.
Well, I mean, I meant the number 2 and number 3.
I think. Okay, I think that's. Yeah, Rise to Power. It was the same guy. The same guy
Pacino
from
wasn't there?
No. Brian De Palma.
Yeah. What was I gonna say? Titus O'Neil. He kind of came off like a badass. I mean, I didn't watch last week, but him stepping up to Bob Backlund and saying he's gonna knock his ass out. That's out of character for that guy, man. That guy is the father of the year. They're turning him heel, and I'm digging it. I want to bite my tongue for saying this because I never thought I would say this. But him almost smacking Bob Backlund, I was kind of digging that. I don't know about you, but this Darren Young, though, I'm sorry, dude. I can't get along with that. The guy has no fucking charisma. And obviously has nothing to do with his sexuality or anything like that. I have no problem with that. I don't care, dude. It's just the guy's just not talented, in my opinion.
You didn't even have to fucking say that. I didn't even consider it like that, but I get where you're going.
No, I meant for like the listeners.
Oh no, I know.
It's not because
it didn't even come out that way, but I get why you're saying it. But gotta be PC these days.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to get attacked on Twitter.
Yeah,
by those blue eggs.
What?
The blue eggs, the people that hide behind the Twitters.
Oh,
the Twitter machine, dude. The ones that don't have the profile picture.
Oh.
Just the blue egg.
Okay. I got you now. There you go. I got you. I got you. I'm good now. I'm good.
All right. What else do we have? We have we had Titus O'Neil against Darren Young, and Darren Young cheated and pulled up his tights while Bob Backlund was not looking. I guess this is like the new gimmick. Like he's cheating behind Bob Backlund's back. I haven't really been keeping up with this whole character.
Eye for an eye. Titus O'Neil did the same thing last week.
Okay, yeah, I missed it last week. So
eye for an eye.
He actually said eye for an eye. He literally said that.
Mm-hmm.
They had a quick little segment for the cruiserweights coming soon. I am very fucking excited about this, but I wish it was on SmackDown because I think SmackDown is kind of dull. SmackDown needs it, if anything. You know what I mean? But the cruiserweights, they showed. I think El Metallic, Drew Gulak in there. Fucking what's the other guy's name? Tozawa, fucking Ibushi. All those guys, dude. If all these guys are getting signed, I am going to be excited because you got Neville. Neville's going to kill with these guys. Sin Cara, whatever. He'll be a body. You know what I mean? Just to switch it up. But yeah, I'm excited, man. We got a couple more weeks of this cruiserweight thing. Which I have to keep up with. Unfortunately, I haven't been doing that, but I am very excited about this. Though I think this is going to make Raw exciting. Although Raw already feels exciting, I think SmackDown could have used it. But it is what they should have kept Kalisto though. I don't know what the fuck they were thinking because Sin Cara can pass for like a regular wrestler. I think Kalisto is just you can't get away with anything else other than a cruiserweight.
Yeah, definitely. I agree. Is this when we got the as usual?
Got Seth Rollins.
The Seth Rollins 20-minute every week promo. I'm done with these. He just came back, and I'm done with these already.
I love Rollins, but
me too.
I don't.
But
I don't know. It wasn't his best promo. It felt like it wasn't scripted, and he was just going off top of the head. You know, that's what it felt like to me because he was kind of botching it, and he was freezing up quite a bit. So which is kind of exciting at the same time, you know, because it's showing that they're letting these guys go a little bit. But I just wish they would give them a little bit more of an edge instead of just half-assing it and just teasing us.
Yeah, I do too.
My favorite match of the night was probably Cesaro against Sheamus. Second time this match happened. I remember, I think, what was it, Survivor Series when they faced off? Something like that? About a year ago, maybe?
Sounds about right.
I don't know if it was Survivor Series, but whatever. It was on a pay-per-view. Those guys tore it down.
Sheamus?
Shit went down.
Sheamus?
Huh? Hell yeah, dude. They fucking beat the shit out of each other.
Well, Sheamus is stiff, so it looked like...
that match last night, are you fucking kidding me? You didn't enjoy that?
I don't really remember the whole match. Sorry.
You probably prejudged it and just tuned out because it was Sheamus.
I did, and a lot of people are saying that they see Cesaro jumping over to SmackDown now, maybe, with them keep mentioning it.
I can see that, but I like how they're kind of making an angle out of him just shooting on the company.
Yeah. Even Systematic said Shaheen putting over Sheamus. Wow, I missed a lot being away.
No, it's only happening tonight. It's just when he goes against Cesaro. I think those guys really mesh well together. They have a lot of good in-ring chemistry. Both European guys, obviously, they got that European style, stiff as fuck. It was a great match. Boxman, go back and watch that, dude. They beat the hell out of each other.
No, if you're gonna make me.
I think last year I even put it up there for one of the matches of the year. There you go. You got some Burr. Boxman got the Burr.
Oh, I got a Heine.
I got the Heineken.
I got Heine's.
Hey, man, you sipping on that Heineken over there, man. You sipping on that good stuff, man.
Yeah,
that good.
I decided to get myself a little good stuff for tonight. I like the Heineken.
Yeah, I like Heineken. I also like Beck's.
You
like Beck's? Yeah, it's good stuff. You used to drink a lot of Rolling Stone. Back when we were in high school, of course, we used to drink Rolling Rock. I mean, Rolling Stone. Drink a lot of 40s, a lot of Old English.
Oh yeah,
I never liked Steel Reserve. I hated Steel Reserve. It was fucking terrible.
Terrible.
Worst shit ever. We used to also drink a lot of Mickey's too.
Oh, I've drank
in the green bottles, the 40s.
Let me tell you a story. Speaking of Mickey's, it's 2 months after St. Patrick's Day. We decide we're going to have a little party. But we're kind of broke. But we need a keg. So we go to the Albertsons that sells kegs. We go in. The guy goes, I've got a cheap keg. But it's left over from St. Patrick's Day. And we're like, oh, it can't be that bad. He's like, oh, it's been cold the whole time. We're like, all right, whatever. What is it? Mickey's. And it's green.
Yeah, it's the gimmick, dude.
2 months after St. Patrick's Day, we drank this. Dude, people were so mad at me because they were pissing green for 3 days.
Dude,
green?
If anybody...
Go ahead.
They were literally pissing green?
Dude, it was so green from, I guess, sitting there, but, like, if you would fill a pitcher and you could barely see through it.
Just fucking pissing out algae.
Just green beer for leftover from St. Patty's Day. And it was already Mickey's. Mickey's is a thick beer. I mean, it's a malt liquor, so it's thick.
Right.
So, yeah.
I enjoy malt liquor. I don't like IPAs at all.
Malt.
I know all the hipsters hate me for it.
I like a couple of them. But I'm going to tell you right now, you put orange in my beer, I'm going to beat the fuck out of you, though. All the summer brews.
A lot of them are really bitter, dude. I don't understand it. I mean, oh, you smell the sweet cherry aroma in this beer. Like, I really don't. It tastes bitter. I don't taste any sweetness.
Yeah.
I really don't.
Yeah, I'm not going to fucking swish a beer around in my mouth like it's fucking wine. Go fuck yourself. And do not put fucking citrus near my beers.
I mean, you can do it if it tastes good, but most of them, I don't taste the citrus.
No. You put orange near my beer, get the fuck away from me. I don't need citrus in my beer.
Fuck that, dude. Put some caramel in there. Put some good stuff in there.
Okay, what are you, fucking Sam Adams fan?
Yeah, well, not really, but is that their thing? They do that?
They put everything in their beer. They have a beer for every season.
Okay.
I don't.
Is this washing machine really bad?
I mean, I can hear it, but I don't. It may not come out on Mixlr that way, so who knows?
Yeah. All right. Well, I should probably turn down my mic and just get closer to the mic.
You could do that. That'll work. That'll work. Could have muted your mic while you were sliding it over, but hey.
Oh, I thought I did.
Hey.
Okay.
Hey.
Botch.
What
Is that a little bit better?
Yeah, it's THT. Who gives a fuck? You know? Yeah, see, they can't hear it in the old Mixlr.
Oh, all right. Well, if it's just you, then whatever, dude.
Yeah.
Fuck you, man.
Fuck you, buddy.
Fuck you, bro.
All right.
What else we got? We got Sin Cara and Neville took on the Dudleys.
Oh, yeah.
Which Saxton, I hated his reaction to fucking Sin Cara being the mystery partner. His reaction, and I quote, all right. You fucking kidding me? I know it's Sin Cara, but come on, dude. At least.
All right. Bring back Michael Cole. See, this is what they're going to do. They're going to give you shit. Right. You're going to be begging for Cole back.
Isn't Cole there?
I forget. Which one is he on?
He's there.
Oh, God, he is. Jesus Christ.
Idiot. No, he's there, man.
I forgot. I thought they moved him to SmackDown finally. No, they didn't.
Nah, that's JBL.
Yeah.
But it seems like whoever they sent on a vacation due to injury or drugs or whatever the case may be, they seem to grow a beard now. Neville and Reigns, both they grew out the beards. I don't know. I guess that's a new trend.
It's
get
cool.
Suspended or get injured and grow a beard.
It's the cool thing to do, man.
What's the hipster thing to do?
Beards are so cool now, you know?
Yeah, dude. What else we got? We had the whole wedding thing, which I wasn't really a fan of.
I wasn't a big fan, but I'll tell you this. I have two quick notes on that. Number one,
right.
Lana, in the first part of it, said our marriage vowels. Clear as day. Not vows, vowels. And give some fucking credit to Lana, dude. She went all in on that cake face, dude. She just plowed right into that motherfucker. You know, most of those little model girls would have been like, you know, a little smear on their nose. She went face first, flat into the fucking cake, dude.
Yeah,
excellent.
Nah, she's good.
Yeah. I give her credit for just going all in with the cake face.
No, don't get me wrong. I love Lana and Rusev.
Mm-hmm.
I just didn't particularly like this segment. You know what I mean? It wasn't like bad or anything. It was just whatever.
No, it wasn't great, but I do appreciate Roman Reigns not making a whole long fucking promo out of it. And he was
I have a
funny.
feeling I'm going to have to watch the best of Eric Young.
I was going to mention that because him going against Rusev at SummerSlam, do you see any
Yeah, I'm
inkling?
fucked.
Yeah,
No,
you're
I'm fucked.
yeah.
No, I'm fucked.
Yeah.
No, he's still turning heel. It's just wrong timing. I'm fucked. So I guess go ahead and get it ready.
Would that be a good a Mania moment for him? A heel turn at Mania? I got to tell you.
I mean,
right
I
now,
don't know because yeah.
Right now,
Usually, I mean, they try to get the baby face over, you know, at the end of Mania.
Yeah.
But I think in Roman Reigns' case, people hate him so much. I think it's worth it. I think it's worth the risk, you know? Do exactly what Austin's talking about. Take a risk.
Yeah. I mean, Rollins cashed in at Mania, and he was a heel.
That's true, but he was over, though. People liked him.
Well, I got to tell you, Rusev is causing Reigns to get fucking cheered, dude.
I don't know, man. A lot of that was piped in.
You think? You think?
Dude, I heard it. I heard that.
Because it was
as
at the
soon as
end.
fucking Roman Reigns. As soon as Roman Reigns' entrance hit, go back and play that.
The entrance, I can hear it.
Maybe during the break we can pull it up. You can clearly hear that they piped in the cheers.
Interesting.
Because I was watching it, and the sound
doubt.
just like you could completely tell that they put that in.
Yeah, I don't doubt
They
it.
spiced it in there, dude.
I don't doubt it. They probably got it right into his music now, so.
Yeah. But I don't mind this. I think it'll be a good match. They faced off before. I remember the first time they gave it away on a SmackDown, Rusev against Roman Reigns, which was a waste because I thought they have good chemistry. I really like Reigns, dude. I don't know. I've been saying it for a couple months now. I think the guy's really smooth in the ring. I don't think he's bad. He's pretty fucking decent, dude. Even with his corny Superman punch, at least he's a little bit creative with it. You know, from jumping off the turnbuckle and doing it, or fucking jumping to the outside and doing it. He's doing something different. It's better than Cena.
Look, I got to tell you that the spear he put on Rusev at the end of the fucking show was great.
Yeah,
and then
dude, I'm digging him. I think
he's
decent.
Yep. Then he walked away. Never said a word. Just walked the fuck away.
I like his new look too. The beard is helping him out.
Okay.
No, I'm serious. He doesn't look like a douchebag.
Yeah, he does.
Well, he looks less of a douchebag.
Okay, I'll give you that.
He's not licking his lips like fucking LL Cool J the whole time. You know what I mean? Let's put it that way. The beard, he's got a lot of beard now, so it's annoying to lick his lips. So,
yeah, there you go. So he's not.
Thank God for that.
Not out there for the ladies anymore. Yeah. But yeah.
Next up, we got a segment that you told me to look out for, which was the Finn Balor video package, which was I really liked it. It almost reminded me of like the Hercules series that they had on the History Channel. I don't know if it was the Hercules series, but it was like, you know, ancient mythology and you know, Greek gods and all the Cyclops and, you know, shit like that, Hercules. And they had different episodes, and it was basically the same concept, you know. They would focus on a demon or a mythical creature that, you know, held magical powers thousands of years ago, and they would basically show, you know, all these images and go through it and talk about you know, what the beliefs are and what the meaning is behind the whole mythology. And I thought it was cool, man. It was like a little history segment, you know. And him sitting there, I thought it was pretty decent.
I thought it was
for
great.
Balor, which, yeah, at the end though, it was a little corny when he turned into like the demon. That was really cheesy.
Oh,
but it worked. It worked. It was fine. It was really cheesy.
I did. I liked it. I thought the whole thing was great. I loved it. I thought it.
I liked it too.
Let me put it to you how good it was. My fiance is not a wrestling fan. I'm telling her something, and in the middle of this, she goes, "Shut up! I want to listen." That's pretty fucking good. That's good. That is.
It reminds you of like Game of Thrones or something. You know what I mean? The way he was sitting on that seat.
Nah, she's a big
all
fan
the
of
fog
all
and
that.
Smoke in the back.
Yeah, she's a fan of all that mythological creatures and shit.
Yeah.
So whatever.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I guess we got the Fake Ass Bullet Club against New Day happening at SummerSlam, which will be cool. SummerSlam is actually shaping up to be pretty decent, man. I'm digging this card. I'm just afraid it's gonna run like 6 hours.
I laughed my ass off at that Gallows and Anderson promo, dude. That little video, the ring post.
Oh, I skipped it.
Oh, what?
Oh, I skipped it.
Oh, it was actually
I thought
funny.
it was gonna be a bad segment, so I just fast forward through it.
No, it was kind of funny.
Oh yeah, I missed it. I'll have to watch it.
Oh, it was. They were talking about ring post-itis, and they kept showing Biggie getting his balls smashed in the ring post.
Jesus.
It was funny, dude. I liked it.
By the way, their cereal is like $12.
Wow.
Yeah. Fucking cereal. There's no action figure or anything in the box. It's just fucking cereal. It's just nothing.
No action figure at all?
Wouldn't that be a cool concept, though? To have like an action figure in there?
Even like a little micro one. They have those little micro jammer ones.
Exactly.
That would be cool.
Or like a little dog tag or anything. It's not like I'm gonna buy it, but whoever hell is gonna pay $15 for a box of cereal, at least give them something.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
No prize?
No prize.
Man.
No prize.
Cheap motherfuckers. They don't want to give shit away.
Yeah, and then we had the Foley and Daniel Bryan segment, which achieved nothing. I didn't understand the point of this. Why did he come to Raw? I don't understand. To apologize about Randy Orton? I don't know.
Supposedly there's going to be some big storyline with those two, which is shitty because they can't have a match. So you see, even your dog thought that was shitty.
Yeah, he snored.
Yeah.
He said, fuck that.
He said, whatever. Yeah, basically, literally, everyone knows these guys physically cannot have a fucking match. So why I don't know. I guess I understand, but the fact that they can't do anything to each other, whatever.
No, it just didn't make sense to me because there was no trade-off or anything where it's like, hey, well, until SummerSlam, Brock can, come to Raw or whatever the case may be. It achieved nothing. He showed up and he basically put over Cesaro, which is cool, but in storyline, it didn't really make sense for Daniel Bryan to come down, and it goes from Randy Orton and Brock Lesnar to Cesaro against Rusev.
Well, and that's why people are saying that Cesaro might jump. Daniel Bryan's talking about him, blah, blah, blah. And you know what? If they did that, I'd love it. That'd be something good. Every now and then you would need a guy to do that. Jump ship, go to the other show. That'd be great.
And like 2 weeks into the program.
Well, yeah. Fuck yeah. I mean,
all right.
Don't do it every fucking week.
We had Rusev against Cesaro, and then this is where my DVR cuts off. So you'll have to take over for this part because I have no idea what the fuck happened after here.
They had a match. And
was there anything with Brock and Orton?
No.
So that ended the show? Cesaro and Rusev?
Rusev was speared by Reigns at the end of the show. Yeah.
Okay,
so that
random.
match did end the show.
Okay.
Yeah. So that match basically.
Wait, seriously? That was the main event?
Uh-huh.
Okay. I'm not even mad at that. They're giving new opportunities, man. They're handing them out.
I think it was.
They're handing them out like fucking hot dogs as paydays for wrestlers.
That was
on the independent circuit.
I believe the show ended with Reigns walking back after spearing the shit out of Rusev outside of the ring.
All right, man. I dig it.
Yeah, he ran down.
Ziggler's getting a push. Bray Wyatt, Cesaro, Rusev. I don't mind it.
Yeah.
All the guys that we've been saying they should have utilized.
They're finally doing it, man.
Yeah. What do you want to do? You want to take a quick break, or you want to get into SmackDown?
Do SmackDown real quick. I have very little notes on SmackDown.
It wasn't much.
It was just not much noteworthy. I mean, the matches are great, but I don't know. It did start off with Randy, right? Didn't it? Right? Yeah.
Yeah, it was ADR and Randy Orton.
Yeah, and real quick, I'm already tired of this Viperville shit.
Oh, dude, I was never an Orton fan. You know how I feel about Orton and Del Rio.
It's just
so I skipped that match.
I know.
Fuck that.
Yeah, and I mean I'm a fan of this Randy Orton. I like this. I don't like the slow. Let me cut a promo here. I don't like that fucking Randy Orton. I like this Randy Orton, but this it only takes one RKO to get to Viperville. I don't like that shit. Enough.
Yeah, it's corny.
Enough.
It's really corny.
Enough.
It's almost as bad as Reigns coming out and saying, I'm the good guy. I'm not the bad guy. I'm the guy. It's like, oh, dude, stop. No.
Yeah.
I kind of get the same douche chills from Randy Orton
every now and then. But
yeah, this was a whatever segment. Next up, we had Bray Wyatt cutting a promo on Ziggler. My prediction is Ziggler's going to take the title from Ambrose, possibly, and you'll see probably Bray Wyatt go against Ziggler, and ultimately he'll probably take it from him. Don't be surprised if Ziggler takes it even for a month from Ambrose and gives it back to him. But I think they're really trying to give Ziggler at least some credibility, because this guy's been losing for how many years? Forever?
He said he's been with the company since 2005 or something?
Yeah, since Papa Shango was relevant.
Yeah, he's been with the company forever. So yeah, he's been losing a long time, but yeah. I mean I don't know if Dolph's going to win. I think it's too early to take it off Dean right now. I do, but we'll see.
Yeah.
We will see. After that, it looks like we're getting some new attention on the tag team division.
They need some help though, because
Yeah.
The Ascension.
Ugh.
The fucking, random jobbers in the ring. Who else did they have? They had the Hype Bros, which were garbage.
Come on.
Yeah, they need some tag teams, dude. Please, get them some tag teams.
The fuck you mean the Hype Bros are garbage? What are you talking about?
Oh, dude, I'll get the fuck out of here,
What are you talking
man.
about? Come on.
You like that?
No.
What? What the?
No, I don't.
All right. Well, at least you don't like it. That's good. I was really about to lose some respect for you, man. Jesus Christ.
I just wanted to see if I could
Zack
change
Ryder is one thing. The other, what's the other guy's dude? What's his
Mojo
name?
Rowley.
Oh.
I just
If I
wanted to
saw
see.
him down the street, I wouldn't be able to tell it's him, dude. I
wouldn't
don't
either.
even know what he looks like.
I wouldn't know it was him either. I
Walk right by him.
just wanted to see if I could change your mind real quick.
No, not happening. We had the American Alpha against some jobbers, which was a very quick match. I love American Alpha. Fucking
Yeah.
remind me of the Steiner Brothers, dude. Even their outfit,
Yeah. Good.
just like the Steiner Brothers.
Good
Old
team.
school, very old school, great wrestlers. Probably not the best promo guys, but it's all about in-ring work with me when it comes to like good tag teams and stuff like that. Tag teams, I don't really care for when it comes to promos. It's mostly like the top guys that I think should be the promo guys.
You know what they should be doing? They should stick to those little cut promos right before they go into the ring, pre-taped.
Yeah.
Do it until they get it right. Stick those in there. Let those speak for them. That's probably what they should do with those guys.
Yeah, I like how SmackDown has that little pop-up screen on the side, too, before the matches.
Yeah, me and Anthony were talking about that last week. I said it reminded me of the old Matt Hardy V1 days.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's pretty
little
cool.
Little belt.
Miz and Maurice were making out in the back. I don't know what that was about, but I wasn't complaining. You had tits all over the table. Mm-hmm. Those things were popping out.
Mm-hmm. They were.
Actually, we got a lot of tits on the show. Next up, we had some more tits. We had Eva Marie, the veteran, which JBL, according to him, she's a veteran, I guess. I don't know.
I heard that. Dude,
yeah.
she's in on the joke. You get that,
Mhm.
right?
Of course.
It's
the gimmick. She's trying to avoid wrestling.
I'm
She's trying to
sorry,
wrestle. That's
but
the joke.
I'm loving this gimmick.
I don't mind it. I like it.
The fact-
I like the fact that they're acknowledging that, okay, she's not a good wrestler. We get it. She's terrible.
Dude,
let's make a character out of it.
The fact
She's
that
hot.
they had the announcer guy, now I will reintroduce Eva.
Yeah.
That was amazing. Look, you can say she's shitty wrestler. She is a stunning looking woman, and they're gonna push her. Mark my words, by the end of the year, she's women's champion.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I can see that.
Yep. She looks like what they want in a woman. 100%.
Can she wrestle? I wasn't watching when she was wrestling. Can she wrestle?
She hasn't wrestled.
Probably not, right?
I haven't seen her matches on NXT, but I've heard. But this
Wait, are you
gimmick-
talking about Maurice?
No. No, Maurice
What
can
the fuck are you
wrestle.
talking-
Maurice she can.
Oh, you're talking about Eva. Eva will definitely be the champion, dude. Are you kidding me?
Oh,
Of
hell
course she
yeah.
will.
Ava's, by the end of the
course she
year,
will.
she is a stunning looking fucking girl. And that's what they want. That's what they... Look,
Dude.
if WWE had fucking 12 of her, that'd be all you had.
Not only that, she's a heat magnet.
Yep.
And they can sell merchandise. The all red everything. All the girls will be wearing. They're come on. They're marketing geniuses. They know what they have.
Yeah, but...
Let's be real.
Are they basically telling us that she dyes her vag red too? All red, everything?
Yeah. Well, I would assume it's probably shaved.
Ooh, I'd like to find out. Anyway.
She would, sir. Let's go to the next one. We got Alexa Bliss against Becky Lynch. And before we get into this, Becky Lynch, I don't know what the fuck was with that promo at the end. Did you catch that?
I heard it.
Dude, I don't know what happened with her voice. She all of a sudden grew a pair of fucking nutsacks and a dick. and she turned into Tommy. She started saying "bro" every 2 seconds. I'm like, oh, what the fuck? What happened? What is going on here? I'm not digging this at all. Complete boner killer.
You think Vince Russo texted her a promo?
Yeah, I don't know what that was, dude. Go back and listen. Her voice started going crazy. I'm like, this is some what's the guy's name? Bruce Jenner type of thing going on here. I don't know what's happening, but I don't care to find out either. Alexa Bliss, I like her short little ass, man. She's beautiful. Yeah, you say it.
Oh, sorry. What? Huh? Yeah.
All right, let's carry on. RKO versus ADR. I fast forward through this whole thing because who gives a fuck about Alberto Del Rio versus Randy Orton?
Actually, wasn't a bad match. It was pretty damn good.
Oh, dude, there's no way I'm watching that shit.
It wasn't bad. I didn't mind it.
I'm sure it was a good match. It's just that both guys are boring. They're great wrestlers. I'm not doubting that. They can have good matches. You just get bored.
Blew right through the end of the show. Fuck it.
Pretty much. I mean, we had Rhino and Slater. What's his name?
Heath Slater.
Heath Slater.
I fucking like that guy. I see something in that guy.
Oh, I hate him.
I like him. I like him.
I don't see shit in that guy. Dude.
I should make you watch Heath Slater matches too with the Eric.
No. I did not agree to that. I did not, sir. I did not agree to that. I dislike him more than Eric Young. That is not happening. Making me watch the best of fucking 3 count or 3-man band, whatever the fuck they were called. No, not happening, man.
Yeah, obviously.
But this was a funny segment though. When he was started out with 2 kids, ended up with like 15. I thought that was funny. I guess when he's traveling around on the European tours, he's just banging out all the rats, making kids everywhere. You got kids all over the world. You got probably a couple in Philly, one in Brooklyn. He's banging out all the hood rats. Next up for the main event, we had the Wyatts. Eric something, and Bray Wyatt. This is how you can tell I don't remember any of the wrestlers' name. I've been watching for 2 weeks, and I already forgot everybody's name.
Who? What?
Seriously.
Where? What?
Eric Rowan.
Rowan.
See, it's coming back to me. I watched it today. It's coming back to me. This is how much value wrestling has today. I don't watch it for 2 weeks and I forget about everybody. We had the Wyatts against Dolph Ziggler and Ambrose. This was a pretty good match. I enjoyed it. Bray Wyatt's look, I'm kind of iffy about it. I dig the dreadlocks, but I don't really like him wearing hoodies and like leather jacket. I'm not digging that. I liked him when he was more of a savage. He kind of reminded me of Skinner. Came out like dirty and he was just disgusting. And now he's just kind of like gothic. You know what I mean? Hey, do you see that change?
Yeah, he went from like bloody apron to like you said,
right,
hoodie and surprised he's not out there with sunglasses.
Yeah,
Ooh,
same.
I shouldn't bring that up. Sorry. Don't get many ideas,
Anything you have to say about this match?
No, I really only have 2 more notes on SmackDown.
Yeah, I mean overall it was a good match, but I did like Ambrose attacking Dolph Ziggler at the end.
Mm-hmm.
It makes him a little bit more enjoyable when he's just not a complete baby face. He's unpredictable, quote unquote. So it makes sense. I like that.
You have
Ziggler reached out to him and he fucking turned around.
Yeah,
and he laid him out.
You give him the name Lunatic Fringe, you better make damn sure he's unpredictable, at least at times.
Right.
Yeah.
Makes sense, right?
Yeah. Yes, it does.
There you go. That's all I have on SmackDown. What else you got?
Let's see. I have 3 notes. How did you miss Scooby-Doo?
Oh, yeah.
Stealing the Miz's car. My next note, Carmella is hot garbage.
Yeah, that's why I skipped it. I didn't even write it down because I hate her so much.
Yeah, and by hot garbage,
I mean, I cannot stand her at all. Yeah, I never want to. I will skip every single match she has.
Yeah, and by hot garbage, I mean she's hot, and she's
she's
garbage.
not even hot. She's terrible.
She's all right. And my last,
her face is fine. I'm not saying she's like not hot in that way, but it's her personality, the way she carries herself. Like I said before, she's I'm not digging it.
It's not even the way she doesn't understand her own character.
Well, it's like the Jersey Shore girl, you know. I'm just not into it.
But she doesn't even talk like a Jersey Shore girl.
I know, but that's what they're aiming for. Though.
She
you know, like the Rhode Island Italian dudes that think they're fucking.
That's great.
You know,
she talks like she's from fucking Michigan, though. She has no accent at all.
Yeah, probably. I mean, you probably know better than I do.
Yeah. Yeah. But the last note I have is I like how after the commercials, they're going to Renee a lot.
Yeah, they're making it feel like a real sport. Well, they're actually like getting people's opinions, and they're actually announcing. You know, like the way they're treating the cruiserweight division is. I love it, dude. It feels like a real sport. It feels like I'm watching something real. You know.
Yeah, it's like
it makes it interesting. It stands out. It's different. It's not NXT.
Yeah,
you know that's what I originally thought it was going to be, and it's completely different. It's not NXT. When I watch it, I don't feel like I'm watching an extension of NXT.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. For some reason, I just lost Shaheen, but since we were done with... Oh, here he is. He's back right now. There's Shaheen. What happened, man?
Oh, I hit the end button.
Oh, all right. He just wanted to hang up on me, motherfucker. Well, that's about all I had. Which show did you think was better, SmackDown or Raw?
Oh, definitely hands down Raw.
Yeah. Yeah, I think Raw might have taken it this week. Not that SmackDown was bad, but I think Raw was a little bit better this week.
I'd give Raw probably like a 8 out of 10, 7.5 out of 10, and SmackDown probably like a 6.5, 7.
Yeah, I can't hear you very well.
I don't know
what happened.
What,
That's right. I'll take care of it on my end.
Let's take a break anyway. We're done with SmackDown and Raw. When we come back, we'll start taking some calls.
Yeah, we'll do that. Give me 1 sec. I'll get us to break. Well, a little more than a second. You know, maybe 2-3 seconds. But here we go. For Shaheen, I'll take us out to break to some Donna Summer. Just for you, Shaheen.
Oh, the Eddie Gilbert song?
Yeah.
That's fantastic.
Well, there you go.
Eddie Gilbert.
They're listening to it right now. We'll be back. All right. And we are back from break. Thank you for
We are
waiting.
back from my fat ass eating pizza. I had to huff down a slice. If you want to call in now. 469-206-4466. Once again, 469-206-4466. Talk about any wrestling you want. Talk about any news you want. Talk about whatever the fuck you want.
Yeah.
Call in. THT Podcast on Skype as well.
That's right.
That's it, Boxman. You want to get into some news?
News. Sure. I was going to do the news with my my circus nose on. How's that?
Yeah, you can do that. And by the way, we got Doug on the line. Doug, what's going on, dude?
Hey, guys. How are you?
I'm doing wonderful. How about yourself?
It's been an alright day.
Wow, dude. Yeah. Really? Great. Awesome, Doug.
Yeah. Yeah.
If you trust me, if you could see me right now, you would be laughing. Right, Shaheen?
No.
Yeah, I don't know about that, man. Boxman's got the John Cena sense of humor.
Oh, boy.
He's got a clown nose on. That's some John Cena shit right there.
It's gone now. I just had it on for 20 seconds. Leave me alone.
It was 25 seconds.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah, 25, yeah. Go ahead, man.
Doug, what's on your mind, man? What's going on with the wrestling world? What's got you interested? What pissed you off? Anything that we didn't go over? Whatever you want.
Well, I'll say this. Last night was the first time I actually got to watch an episode of SmackDown Live besides when they did the draft.
Mm-hmm.
I actually got to watch it last night because I've been working the last couple of Tuesday nights. But last night was actually interesting to me. First of all, who the hell boos a wardrobe malfunction?
Wait, they got booed? I didn't even notice that.
Oh, yeah, it got booed.
Oh, wow.
Dude,
wow.
I'm telling you, this girl, she's gold, bro. This girl is gold.
Well, she's
she
red.
is such a fucking heat magnet that I don't know. I mean, you can tell she's going to be a really good heel, and if they ever try to turn her baby face, people are probably going to riot for some shit like that.
Oh, they will.
But she,
they will.
Just, I mean, and the thing is, too, is with her, you know, I'll admit, Eva Marie is fucking smoking hot. Okay, or at least I think she is.
Oh no, you're right. She's stunning, is what she is.
No, we all agree on that.
Yeah. You know, her ring work is something that's, you know, left to be desired. But, you know, they've hired, you know, WWE's been known for hiring, you know, women that, you know, are fucking hot, but, you know, can't fucking work in the ring. I mean, they get better at it over time.
Then there's Summer Rae, who still sucks in the ring and looks like a bird. So, you know, she's the exception to the rule, I guess.
Yeah, well, and it's been a while since she's even been on TV, hasn't it?
Which show is she even? Was she drafted? I don't even remember.
Raw, I think.
Okay.
All right. If anything, she'll be the first, like, actual, like, known diva that they'll put in the ring with Nia Jax.
Yeah.
And then, you know, maybe, and I'm not saying that this is wishful thinking because I really don't want to come off as an asshole, but maybe Nia will botch a move on Summer and we'll never see Summer again.
Oh, shit. Straight heel turn by Doug tonight. Holy shit. I don't mean to sound like an asshole. I just want this girl to almost just die.
Oh, shit. I forgot I had the music on. Anyway.
Yeah, asshole.
It was very low. I don't even know if they could hear it.
Background elevator music.
I won't. It won't. I'll use the other recording. No big deal.
Yeah, that's cool. Doug.
Yeah.
You said Eva Marie. She's golden when it comes to being a heel. You actually think people are gonna riot? Because like I don't know, man. I think she could possibly be also a face because she's hot. Guys are gonna like her.
And trust me, as far as being hot goes, I mean, if you basically just gave somebody, you know, a world title just for being hot, she'd be champion for like the next 10 years.
Well, Sable got it. A lot of them did.
It's because, first of all, back in that era when they brought the women's title back, Sable was like their fucking golden goose. And basically,
Because she was hot, though. That's my point. Because she was hot.
Rumor is that Vince.
And I'm not disputing that. I had a huge crush on Sable when I was like 12, 13 years old.
Right.
And the thing is, though, is like back then, and you gotta remember, back in that era when Sable had the belt, you know, Vince Russo, you know, Tommy's BFF, you know, he was doing a lot of the writing back then, and Russo actually had a huge crush on Sable.
As did,
why,
you know what? Both Vinces were obsessed with Sable from the shoot interviews I ever heard. Both Vinces, McMahon and Russo. So,
you know, I really wouldn't doubt that either.
Mhm.
But if you look at it, and I'm not complaining about the Raws back then. I mean, my parents were, because you know there was that's something somebody your age shouldn't be watching, and I'm like, whatever.
I think a lot of people got that. I never really got it because, I don't know, my mom she got wrestling. You know, she understood. But I can certainly understand, like, Attitude Era was kind of edgy. You know, I'd go over to some of my buddies' houses and, you know, we'd try to watch it, and their parents would be like, what the fuck are you watching? Now, I remember the Brood coming out, and they were like, spewing blood all over the place. And I remember, one of my buddy's parents was like, well, what the fuck are you guys watching? What is this? Oh, it's wrestling, They didn't get it.
No, and it was funny, like, my grandfather and my grandfather used to say all the time, or my grandfather hated characters, like Val Venus and The Godfather.
Yeah.
Because he said, they were too edgy, and this is wrestling, because, my grandfather came from, the kind of old school where, the wrestling mattered.
Right.
Hello, ladies. I'm sorry, did someone say Val Venus? See, he comes in.
Yeah, somebody did.
You got to be careful, man. He comes in every time you say his name. It's weird.
Yeah, you got to censor yourself, man.
But, so, my grandfather hated guys like that because, my grandfather came from the old school where the wrestling, mattered. But, however, my grandfather always continued to, watch the show because he was interested in, one, how many hoes the Godfather would bring out each week. And two, he actually, personally, he thought that, the Godfather and, the other, hell, I'll say his name anyway, Val Venus.
I'll play it once. I don't need to do it twice. Go ahead, man.
No, man, you got to stick to the fucking script, dude. Every time.
Oh, shit.
There you go. What the fuck was that? Whoa.
Where the fuck is this guy come from? Jeez, he's like Gucci Mane. Oh, fuck.
No. You better fucking stop it. Oh. You better fucking stop it right now, son. Yeah, I didn't hear that. What? Who?
What?
Who?
What? What?
Almost did. That's a good what, man. I dig that what.
What?
All right.
Thank you. All right, go
the
ahead.
The struggle
Doug.
is real over here. All right, I'm sorry, Doug. Go ahead.
But, like, you kind of go back to that era with, when Sable was, the main diva on top in WWE. Most of the matches where the women's title was defended, it was mostly bra and panty matches, wasn't it?
Thank God. I mean, yes.
I am not complaining. I am just saying that it was a different time back then, and to where the looks mattered more than the wrestling. And I'm not saying that that's a bad thing. But like nowadays, they try to make even though I'll say this, I think Sasha Banks is just absolutely gorgeous.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm going to give you an internet high five right now.
She is just absolutely gorgeous, and I actually also think Becky Lynch is kind of cute.
Okay? Oh, beautiful.
Wait, hold on a second though. She's gorgeous, right? Did you catch her on SmackDown?
Becky Lynch?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you see when she cut that promo and her balls dropped?
What are you trying to say?
There you go. Dude, her voice complete. She turned into a dude. Like, come at me, bro. I was like, what the fuck? Tommy took over? What's
Let
going on
me
here?
tell you something, Natalia. What we're gonna do.
I have nightmares. Nicole, fuck. Have you seen Nicole Bass recently? That picture I posted? Oh my god.
Yeah, I had nightmares.
I hope Justin Credible didn't bang that dude. That's fucking.
I had to explain why that fucking picture was on our fucking webpage to my fiance. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Fuck you.
What? You're the one that said you wanted to bang her, dude.
I never said those words ever.
You said that.
Ever. Never.
You said that in the first 20 episodes. I want to go back and find that. We need to get Tommy. Tommy needs to find that shit.
Those
dude. He knows you said it.
The first 25 episodes.
You said it.
No, the first 25 episodes somehow have been deleted from Shout Engine. I don't know what happened. They were somehow gone.
I'm pretty sure I saved them somewhere. I'll find it.
Actually, believe it, they're actually there. I'm kidding. I didn't delete them.
By the way, we got Anthony on the line. What's going on, dude?
What's going on?
Oh, well,
It's
Anthony's
just a regular Nicole Bass conversation and debate whether Boxman said it or not.
Yeah, I was waiting for that to pass.
Yeah, no, he definitely said it, though. I'm sticking to my word.
All right. I'm telling you, I didn't say that.
Fuck off, man.
I didn't say that.
All right. Well, I'll find the clip. You definitely said it, though. Doug, any highlights from SmackDown for you? Because I don't know, man. SmackDown was all right. I didn't really... There's nothing really...
Well, and don't forget, too, you had a few of the guys missing last night because they had to take off for that tour of Australia.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, AJ Styles, Cena. Okay. Yeah, you're right.
So
maybe
Cena
that's why.
There.
Yeah, maybe that's why.
Right, yeah. Cena wasn't there. AJ Styles wasn't there. Apollo Crews wasn't there. Both Usos were gone. I mean, not really. That's a big loss.
Who knew?
God damn, man, you're a fucking savage on the low, man.
Damn. Fuck Usos.
Not to be an asshole or anything, but I'd love to see Nia Jax almost murder this bitch so I'd never have to see her in the ring. I'm not trying to be an asshole. I'm just saying.
Like
I didn't say almost murder. I just said botch a move. Okay?
Like we've said on
yeah,
there you go. Like we've said on the show, though, every time you start a sentence with "I don't mean to be a dick," but you're gonna be a dick.
Yeah, you're definitely being a dick.
I don't really mean to be a dick, but I really wish that girl would just die of fucking cancer. You know, I'm not trying to be a dick, but you know. Okay. Anyway.
But overall, Doug, Raw or SmackDown, which one did you prefer this week?
It's kind of hard because there was only a couple of highlights on Raw for me. One of them was, and I know you talked about you didn't really like this segment, but I kind of liked the whole Rusev and Roman Reigns exchange only because when I saw them come out there for the wedding and I saw, those wedding cakes out there and I see Roman Reigns come out, I said to myself, I'm like, that bitch is going face first in one of those cakes. And, when somebody gets, I kind of like seeing stuff like that because, obviously Roman can't, hit Lana, nor why would he want to. But I just thought it was, instead of just seeing him, come out and Superman punch and then spear Rusev, he did later on. I just thought it was kind of a funny moment and it made me chuckle a little bit. And I do have to disagree with what Boxman said earlier about Enzo and Cass.
Oh,
I think it was you that said it, right?
Fucking Bret Hart lover. Shut up. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I agree with that. Fuck out of here, man.
I'm sorry.
Bret Hart is fantastic, and so is Enzo and Cass. Fuck out of here.
Go ahead, Doug. I'm sorry.
You know what? You really don't want to get me started. We do not need my blood pressure shooting up again.
No, I'm not going to get you.
Yeah, let's not make that happen.
Look, I'll take a sip of beer and calm the fuck down, all right?
Yeah. The reason why I'm not doing the Nitro review tonight, it's been a rough day.
Jesus.
Yeah, Doug needs to he needs to relax, man. Let him.
Note to self: short fuse on Doug tonight. Got it. Okay.
Phenomenal.
No. I mean, seriously speaking, I've actually had issues lately that might have something to do with my heart. So that's why I told you earlier, Shaheen, that I wasn't going to do the Nitro review tonight because I really haven't had any time to.
Right. That's why we need
to watch the shit.
Damn. That's why we need him to chill out and not get his blood pressure rising.
All right, I'm sorry.
No, Bret Hart. Bret Hart is a five-star wrestler, right, Boxman? Right?
Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm
sorry. I didn't hear you. I was looking.
Boxman, his mic went out.
I'm looking for my lighter. What did you say?
No, Bret Hart, fantastic 5-star perfection when it comes to being a wrestler, right?
Are we doing?
Hands down the greatest.
Are we doing 5 out of 100?
No, 5 out of 5.
5 out of 5. Oh, then
he's the GOAT, right? Greatest of all time. No. You have to agree, right? We don't want to. Come on, dude.
No. Dude,
but,
let me tell you something.
No,
even Scott Hall is not a Bret Hart fan. How's that?
Yeah, but that's because he's kind of a dick, though. And Bret Hart was a way better wrestler than Scott Hall. I'm sorry. That's not even an argument. Are you fucking kidding me? Dude, come on. Stop, Fox, man.
No.
Out of your mind?
Yes.
To be
clearly.
fair,
I mean, I answered the question. You don't have to keep going after. Are you out of your mind? Yes. Problem solved.
Or you
We're
out of your
over.
fucking mind? It's insane. I don't understand. I don't get it.
I've been called insane before. Don't worry about it. I'm used to it. Okay. Look, you're going to be watching Eric Young videos, so...
Oh, come on, dude. Don't fucking remind me of that.
Yeah, you're gonna be watching Eric Young video.
How long did I agree to?
I think like 9-10 hours. I'm not sure.
No, it wasn't over 2 hours. I'm positive it wasn't over 2 hours.
All
I
right.
thought it was 3.
No. Fuck off, dude. Boxman agreed to 3 hours and 15 minutes. I think I was 2 hours.
No, I agreed to 4 hours and 10 minutes. That's how
You can have
confident I was.
Well, I went for 2. I am not watching a minute over 2 hours of Eric Young. When you put that best stuff together, I want to see 120 minutes, not a second more.
Well,
I'm turning that shit off.
That's
right
going to include the part where you say how correct I was, and you will never, ever doubt me again.
Oh, I doubt you all the time, dude.
Motherfucker! All right, I tried.
I
tried.
You don't believe in Bret Hart. You're just going for an fan. How can I believe in you?
Trust me, man.
See?
Now, in this whole Eric Young thing, they're going to make him watch. You are going to include the 3 or 4 matches that he's actually won, right? Because I think that's all he's ever won in his career.
He's a complete savage tonight. See?
Yeah.
I'm digging this new Doug.
I'll
Doug
find
is a
him.
complete savage on the left.
I'll find them. Trust me. I will find them. Matter of fact, I might even go on. I might even go see right now what I can find on him. Let's see. Go ahead, Doug. I'll do some Google searching while we're or some torrent searching.
Box. Be sure to include Eric Young's bootleg Jericho impression when he went through that suit wearing era.
Oh, I'll put plenty in there. Don't you worry. Shaheen will have plenty to watch.
I might quit the show that day. Might be worth it.
Wow.
What the fuck was that? All right, let's see here.
My
Oh,
dogs hate Eric Young.
oh, we don't have that much, but we got enough here. Oh yeah.
It's amazing. I'm surprised TNA's never put out a Best of Eric Young DVD.
Sold 2.5 copies.
I'm gonna have to go on
They
YouTube. I think.
put out DVDs on day and there everybody, but not Eric Young. He was there for over 10 years.
Wait, do they still put DVDs out?
Yeah.
As far as TNA?
I hope they put out.
They do. You can only get them off of their website, though.
I
don't
hope
sell
they
them in
put
stores.
out a broken Matt Hardy DVD. I'll buy it.
I'm telling you, if they come out with like a Hardy's compilation of this feud, I will get it.
Yep, I'm buying it. Definitely want to see that.
They probably will. Shit, they gave Hogan a DVD.
Well, that was before all the, stuff.
No, they put it back out. They re-released it.
Oh.
I guess they got to get rid of that backlog somehow.
So we're gonna see Hogan back at TNA is what you're telling me.
No, let's check the website. See if they.
Let's check
Because
the
I know
weather.
they're still selling like autograph shit of people that aren't even there anymore.
I thought you were gonna say, let's check the weather. That'll tell us.
No, I said the website.
I know. Anyway, Doug,
Oh, yeah.
please go ahead. Before your blood pressure rises.
Oh, my blood pressure is fine. That was Doug.
Your bros. God damn it.
Let's see here.
What a botch fest this is right now.
This show sucks.
Yeah. Don't drink and call, folks. Okay, let's see here. I'm on TNA's website, and they still are selling autographed photos of Kurt Angle,
of course,
Velvet Sky.
Oh yeah. Oh.
Tracy Brooks.
Big titty mama.
Remember Tracy Brooks?
Oh, I remember her. Yes, I remember her. tits.
Yeah, she's actually married to Kazarian. Yeah.
Yeah. She was She did Playboy. She did Playboy. Tracy Brooks.
This is hilarious. They have autographs of people. They're selling autographs of people that haven't worked for the company in freaking years. Let's see here. Davari, when he was Sheikh Abdul Bashir.
Ooh, I remember that. I remember that.
Roxy, remember Roxy?
Oh yeah, I like. She's a fitness competitor now. She's all ripped and jacked up. Looks good.
Let's see here. Who else? The chick that was working at the Sunglass Hut, Taylor Wilde.
Taylor Wilde.
Remember when that story came out?
I liked her. She was a short, little, thick one. Shaheen would have liked her. I think Shaheen's left at this point. He's like, fuck this show. Shaheen, are you still there? See? I was right. Shaheen said, fuck this shit.
Maybe
the towel.
Oh, Doug is still there.
Maybe we can chip in and get him this Eric Young autograph for $10.
God damn, he quit. He quit the show tonight. He didn't even wait till the fucking Eric Young videos. He's already gone. All right, no big deal. He'll be back or not. We'll find out. Dude, trust me, WWE is selling autograph shit from people from years ago too. The TNA's not the only one doing that.
Yeah. You know, we're just having some fun at this point. Cause like I said, I can't even knock TNA. They're actually generating buzz, and you know what? Good for them. They're doing something right for a change. So, not too much you can knock TNA for at this point.
Well,
they're still doing pretty good ratings, right? Like, aren't the ratings still going up?
Their ratings, no, they've kind of leveled back out, but that's not the point, man. The point is, like I said, I watched a bunch of their shows. They're still putting on good shows. They really are.
I had the chance to watch the show last week, and to be honest with you, I really enjoyed the thing where Decay took Bram and they kind of knocked him out and they put him in the back of I think they put him in the trunk of a car.
Yeah.
After he turned down Rosemary.
Well, they've been like making out for weeks on the show. Him and Rosemary. Yeah, they've been making out.
She was telling him like her life story or whatever, and he got freaked out. And you know, he said, "Look, things aren't going to work." She, flipped out. And then Abyss and Crazy Steve choked him out. They put him in the trunk of a car, and who knows, we might not ever see him again.
Ah, well, trust me, you will. He has a hell of a contract, that Bram. He signs with them like every other fucking week. It's amazing.
Yeah,
Amazing.
And to be honest with you, I actually thought his career was over when he got busted for domestic violence.
Yeah.
I know he was eventually cleared of the charges, but...
That's all it takes, dude. Get cleared of the fucking charges. I mean, hell, look at fucking Jerry Lawler. He got cleared of charges. He's back with fucking WWE. So
because he's legitimately the king of Memphis.
Yeah. But I don't know, man. TNA really look. It's almost like I wish. I mean, I'll say now, give them a chance again. The show is really. They have a great women's division too, man. I mean, they've got a lot. They actually have storylines in their women's division. Eh?
Talking about what are you talking about?
TNA.
Cool.
They've got and they have a bunch of new girls. They have Sienna, which is Sienna, right? Yeah, which is Allison Kay. I mean, they've got Mia Yim over there as Jade. They've got a lot of fucking badass chicks out there over at that company, man. They still have Gail Kim.
Now,
good.
Now, whatever happened to Taryn Terrell?
She turned religious. And basically she had a child. She came back for a while, and something just changed her. She just decided to stop wrestling, and now she's just basically a mom. Good for her. I got no problem with that.
And I really don't either. But she was. I actually enjoyed when she actually ran the Dollhouse with her Rebel. Jade and Marty Bell. Because I just thought that was like a whole. To be honest with you, it was basically like they were the mean girls of. They were the new edition of the beautiful people. And they were. I actually thought that I actually enjoyed watching them because not only were they all very good looking, but they actually were all very good as far as ring work goes.
And it was kind of nice to see a woman's stable. You don't really,
but you don't get it a lot.
No, you don't. And when they do, it's really bad. But those girls were good together, and I did like when Taryn Terrell was in there. And then she just kind of left. She put this whole big thing on Facebook about, Lord and Jesus, and she was just gone after that. Yeah. And just gone after that. So, whatever. Good for her. That's what I say.
And she definitely improved, though, from her days in WWE when she was at, what the heck was her name in WWE?
Tiffany, I think.
Tiffany. There you go.
Okay. Yeah, and she definitely improved, from her days in WWE, being married. Because her and Drew Galloway were married, at one point, weren't they? And then didn't she beat the hell out of him or something?
She whipped that ass. That's
yeah. He got 2 ass whoopings. He got his ass beat physically and verbally by WWE.
They both.
His
got
career
fired.
never recovered after that ass whooping.
No, they both got fired for that.
And I felt so sorry for the poor bastard because he had a hell of a career in WWE.
He sucked in WWE. I'm sorry.
No, dude, they were ready to push him. That chosen
I'm not.
one,
Nah, man.
No. I'm just saying that chosen one gimmick wasn't all bullshit. Vince really thought that was his next fucking champion, dude.
No, yeah, they were really getting ready to push him. Now, I personally didn't like him back in WWE. I thought he was again, it's one of those things. He was a bad guy. You're supposed to boo him, which is what I did. But I thought for sure they were going to push him, and then all of a sudden, his wife beats his ass, and they fire her, and they just treat him like shit for the rest of his run.
Yeah. And dude,
and
him and EC3 are putting on some great promos, great shit. I'm loving what they're doing on fucking TNA, dude.
I absolutely love EC3. I mean, he is definitely he's actually my favorite guy in TNA right now.
He's better than a lot of guys in WWE right now too. He's good, man. He's really fucking good. Even as a babyface, he's kind of heelish, which I like. Because he's a great heel.
You have to have that cocky attitude.
Yeah, he's a great heel and doesn't change very much when he goes back to a babyface. I like that. But I'm sure Shaheen...
Remember?
Go ahead.
Remember the match where he turned babyface, him and Matt Hardy in that Last Man Standing match?
Mm-hmm. I do.
That match... That was probably one of my favorite matches in TNA, since they started on Pop TV. And it was one of those things to where, even though I already knew it was going to happen, just from reading the spoilers, even though I already knew it was going to happen, I still wanted to watch it because, I liked EC3 and Matt Hardy's matches that, they had against one another. But, you start booing EC3 at the beginning of the match. All of a sudden, 10 minutes in, you're cheering for the guy to win.
Mm-hmm.
And I just thought that was when I actually started wanting to cheer for EC3, whether he was going to be a babyface or a heel.
That's when I knew how good he was. When you can take a crowd and literally mold them to do what the fuck you want to do, especially in TNA, that's pretty fucking good. I give him like double credit for even doing that in TNA. Because usually, let's face it, the TNA crowd isn't the brightest. I'm part of it. I'm not bright myself. But, you know, he did it, man. He's a bad motherfucker, though. I like him. I've said it 1,000, I'm repeating myself. I still can't believe WWE didn't see the fucking money in EC3.
Well, I'll look at it like this. Whether it's TNA or WWE, you notice that some people, for whatever reason, they don't work out in a certain company, but when you transfer them to a different environment, it's like presto. You look at Samoa Joe. Outside of his first 2 or 3 years, I won't even say that, his first year and a half. Outside of that, TNA never really used him well. They got it right every now and then, but you put him in WWE, it's like he's a different person. Hell, AJ Styles. When the fuck did he learn how to cut promos all of a sudden?
Yeah, and then there's people that are better outside of WWE. Alberto Del Rio.
Yeah, so I mean that's what you got to chalk it up to. I think in the case of Drew Galloway, he got too much too soon. Because like I said, the Drew Galloway we're seeing on the Indies now was not the Drew Galloway they were fucking pushing as the chosen one. I'm sorry, he sucked back then.
Yeah, but he went over to... wasn't he in New Japan for a while too, though?
He went to New Japan.
Yeah.
He went back up to his hometown. Or his home country, I should say, and he just got better. Like he got better. Because he literally after that 3MB run, he had to really kind of like rebuild himself, credibility wise.
Everybody had to fucking rebuild. Oh my god. Yeah, but he, went out, made a new name for himself, and he's in TNA and whatever, but I don't know, man. TNA, like I said, I had no problem watching their shows. At no point did I go, why am I doing this to myself? No.
Yeah, I mean, wish him the best, but I hope people give him a chance, but I just feel like at this point it's just like scorched earth. They've turned off so many people that just, like you look at Shane Verley, you hear it's so much negativity associated with TNA that whenever you hear somebody say, "Oh, give him a chance," it's almost like, "Eh."
Yeah, but
I gave him chance after chance before, and it's like, "Eh."
But you know what? Now this stuff with Matt Hardy is putting them in a good spot. I mean, dude, Uprocks did a fucking article on the Matt Hardy segment this week where he fucking bit a guy and became a vampire.
Yeah, that's only one person though. What about the rest of the show?
It doesn't matter, dude. You're telling me
that matters, dude. It's fucking 2 hours. That's 10 minutes of 2 hours.
And they expect and WWE put 3 hours into John Cena for 10 fucking years,
and we bitched about it.
Exactly, but they did it.
We're the minority.
but you got to realize one thing: Matt and Jeff Hardy, if they can get any more eyes on TNA. It's good for everybody in TNA. They're going to find someone else they like, which will put someone else on top. I mean, they've got guys they're trying to build. It's not, dude, EC3.
No, box, man. You're not understanding what I'm saying.
No, I understand. No one else. Matt Hardy's the only reason they're talking about him right now.
Right, but imagine if they get new eyes on the product, are those new eyes going to stick around? Is the 2 hour show worth sticking around for a 10-minute Matt Hardy segment? That's the question.
That's where TNA has to step up their creative because
I think they have.
One person, you give them, spotlight the X Division, spotlight EC3, spotlight people that they really don't know that don't have that type of buzz, and just give them a reason to keep watching.
I think they have, dude. They've got a bunch of different storylines going. God, forgive me, I didn't take any notes, but I can't remember all of them. But, they've got the Decay out there with the storyline. Like we said, the EC3 and Drew Galloway shit has been going on for probably close to as long as the Matt Hardy thing. They have a lot of long-standing, long-going storylines on that show. So,
and don't forget, EC3 is challenging for the world title against Bobby Lashley at Bound for Glory. I think he won the Bound for Glory playoffs.
Yeah.
So you're going to have that. You're going to have that. 3 or 4 weeks of build up for that. And Bobby Lashley, I'll give credit to Bobby Lashley. His WWE run, it could have been something better. He had that big spot at WrestleMania, with Donald Trump and, when McMahon got his head shaved. And, he had that big run there, and then he got hurt. And then it all went to hell.
Yeah.
He quit.
But TNA is, again, TNA found, TNA is using him well. I mean, he's become this, dangerous guy. I mean, I'll say this. He's basically TNA's...
Brock Lesnar.
You guys might disagree. I was just going to say that.
Yeah.
I was going to say you guys might disagree.
No, I don't.
You don't.
He's TNA's version of Brock Lesnar. He absolutely is. MMA wrestling. MMA wrestling. Granted, he doesn't have the Brock Lesnar freak, my God, Brock Lesnar draw, but I'd agree with you. Sorry, I didn't mean to finish your sentence.
No, that's fine. Keeps my blood pressure from rising. But no, I mean, no, he is. Yeah, he's TNA's Brock Lesnar, and it works for him. They found something, and it works. And TNA has done that though quite a bit over the years. They find something that works. Unfortunately, they beat it to death. From time to time.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, and I've always been not really so much, on their last, couple of years on Spike TV, but, for the longest time, I always made sure I watched TNA on Thursday nights or whatever other day they were on.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was had to be, from like 2006 up until when Hogan actually left in 2013, there was some of it where I didn't, some of it I didn't like, but I did, for the majority, enjoy the product at the time.
Yeah, I did too. Well, when Hulk and Eric did ruin it a little bit.
They ruined the whole fucking thing.
They took out the fucking 6-sided ring, which really made TNA at least have something different. That was the first thing they did. Jay Lethal, they let slip through the fucking cracks.
I still, to this day.
Go ahead, Anthony.
No, I was just saying, to this day, I mean, I think I was watching an interview, and Jay Lethal, to this day, he doesn't even know why he was released from the company. He don't know what the breakdown was. And that was just, like, bizarre to me, because Jay Lethal, like, if you're seeing anybody that's been following his work in ROH, he's been tearing it up. And TNA had this fucking guy. He would, like I said, I'm not going to say he was going to be their answer, but he was a guy they could have built around. You figure Lethal, Styles, Samoa Joe, that was their core. That was their base. Those were guys that could have been branded as TNA originals. Now you look at the show now, I think Abyss and James Storm are like the last two.
They're the only two guys there that, technically...
They could say they were there from the beginning, damn near.
Yeah.
Well,
and that's a shame. That's a shame, though, too, is that, they had their guys, and now those guys are in, I mean, most of them are in NXT now.
Yeah, and they're glorious.
You know what, though? For a company who lost a lot of their top guys, their show is still fucking damn good, in my opinion. I know some people aren't going to like TNA no matter what the fuck they do, but I enjoyed it when I watched it. I will make sure I keep fucking watching every goddamn week and torture Shaheen with TNA talk.
Indeed. Doug, man, you got anything else for us before we take some other calls, man?
Nah, I think I'm good. I'll talk to you guys later.
All right, man. Best of luck with your health, and keep us updated.
Later, Doug.
I will, guys. Thank you. All right, bye, guys.
Bye. Later. We also have 867 on the line. Who is this?
Hey, brothers. This is Billionaire Ted. Hey, Shaheen and Box.
What's going on, dude?
What up?
Bro, let me tell you something. Matt Hardy had the angle of the year with this fucking angle.
Mm-hmm.
I think you have the angle of the year on this podcast right now.
Dude, I agree.
Bro, I haven't seen TNA in years, right? But Broken Matt Hardy had that fucking angle in years.
But does it keep you around for the whole show, though? Like, are you going to tune in every week to watch TNA because of Matt Hardy? That's my thing.
No, you're right. No.
Exactly. That's the problem. Yeah, it's a cool segment, but that's not the solution. It can be part of the solution, but they basically need a revolution, man. They need to basically rebuild.
Yeah, but you got to realize there's him who won't, but then there's me. I'll stick around and watch the rest of the show.
Yeah, but you're that loyal core 100,000 that watches them every week. That's not paying the bills, dude.
But I also stopped.
I only watch Raw. I only watch the major leagues of wrestling. I only watch Raw. That's it. I don't watch any other programs. But that fucking segment that Matt Hardy did, man, bro.
Yeah, that final deletion segment will probably get a couple of end of the year awards, a hottie, if you will.
Yeah. Meltzer, he'll definitely come in his pants. But
fuck Meltzer, dude. Us.
Billionaire Ted. So you don't watch SmackDown? You only watch Raw?
Yes. Okay. Let me shoot, man.
Shoot off the head.
How fucking cheap is the WWE to come up with this new WWE belts? They got a red belt and a blue fucking belt. That's so fucking lame. Like I can't even begin.
Yeah. Have they released the pictures for the belts?
Again today. Well, I posted it.
Spoiler,
Yeah, I posted it a couple of weeks ago, but they released it again today. That picture looks like it might be right. One red SmackDown, one blue. But there are definitely going to be new tag team titles on SmackDown.
Wait, so are they getting rid of the WWE title?
No.
Mm-mm.
So what? They're going to have a SmackDown title, a WWE title, and a Universal title, and a Raw title?
There is the Universal title is the Raw title. They're calling it the Universal title.
Right.
So what about the WWE title? What's happening with that?
That's just going to be the WWE title.
And then there's a SmackDown title?
No, that is the SmackDown title. The WWE title that Ambrose has, that's going to be the title for SmackDown.
But they're turning it blue.
Supposedly.
Okay.
Which is just kind of dumb, but you know.
And by the way, real quick, I just want to apologize for putting Shaheen's dog to sleep with TNA talk.
Yeah, you hear that? Fucking asshole. Come on, dude.
Right.
Putting my dogs to fucking sleep.
Shaheen, I gotta put both of you over. You guys pick fucking kick-ass music every night when you guys pick music. You guys got a knack for music. I'm gonna put you guys over.
Well, I appreciate it, Sir Ted.
Thank you, sir.
That means a lot coming from one of the greatest wrestling promoters of all time.
Yes.
By the way, I think this guy might be the caller of the year right here.
Oh, shit. You may get a hottie at the end of the year.
Yeah, this guy's caller of the year already, man.
Awesome.
Digging this guy.
No, I wasn't excited for the SummerSlam card, but when I heard Brock Lesnar's freaking promo when he was swearing and cussing and all that, then that got me interested. That was a great fucking promo he did.
I think SummerSlam is going to be a good fucking card, dude.
I think it's going to shape out.
Enzo and Cass versus Kevin Owens and Jericho. That'll be entertaining.
Yep.
You're definitely going to get probably like a Cesaro versus Sheamus match again, which whatever. It's going to be a good match, though. They're fucking stiff as hell. You're going to get AJ Styles and Cena, which will be a decent match. You're going to get, what else? Dean Ambrose and Ziggler. They'll have a good match. You're going to have Reigns and Rusev. That'll be a good match. Finn Balor and Seth Rollins is probably going to steal the fucking show. Sami Zayn, Neville. You got plenty of other guys in there. I mean, I think it's going to be a really good show. And also Charlotte and Sasha.
Yeah, you got that.
Plus,
Ambrose,
that's gonna be a good crowd too in Brooklyn.
Definitely.
Brooklyn.
Yeah, definitely. And you're also probably going to have a New Day against like the Bullet Club, and they got a bunch of stuff going on.
Actually, according to Wiki, there's 9 matches already set.
Can you go over them?
Real quick, sure. Let's see, Rusev Roman. You mentioned that. And you mentioned all the matches.
All right, so pretty much the card that I just put. Yeah, it seems like a good card.
Cena Styles, Miz Apollo Crews.
Ugh.
I don't think you missed anything. Everything else you said. Enzo, Big Cass, Jericho Owens, Rusev Roman Reigns. You mentioned Finn Seth. You mentioned
that's gonna steal the show. I'm worried about Zayn though. I want to see Zayn in there somewhere.
I don't see Zayn, but it's
You know
it's still 2 weeks left.
I'm actually surprised. Sorry to interrupt.
No.
I'm actually surprised they're actually giving Kevin Owens a break this time around. You know, he's been having nice 4-star matches. Now they're giving him a nice break. That's pretty decent.
No, dude, I think that they're invested in Owens, man. I really think they like him. Surprisingly, like this shocks me because like I'm a big fan of the guy. Obviously, I've followed his career throughout the whole time, and I never would have thought I would have seen Kevin Owens on Raw. Actually as one of the main characters.
It's almost like they're listening
Can I
to
ask
the
you
people.
a question?
Yeah, go.
I'm gonna miss Ryback. What about you, bro?
Oh, Ryback is doing indies. He's going to be in New York soon. He's going to be in New York in a couple of weeks doing Wrestle Pro. So if you want to see fucking Ryback, pay your $25.
And this is breaking news. He's actually going to be in Philly next month for the big convention.
Feinstein, dude. Get the fuck out of here. This
See,
guy is
Anthony,
fucking killing me, man.
Anthony said it.
I'm sorry.
See,
Goddamn well, Anthony. The next day, Anthony is gonna pay his $30 to get that photo, man. Well, he's laughing now. Watch next day on his Facebook, he's gonna his Facebook profile is definitely gonna be Ryback in there.
I've got to get a fucking vulture sound effect for Rob Feinstein. Every time we mention his name, I gotta play it. I'm sorry.
By the way, doesn't Billionaire Ted kind of sound like Harley Race or like one of those old school pro wrestlers?
Yeah.
He sounds like Harley Race.
Kind of afraid to say that.
Ever since WrestleMania switched to those freaking outdoor stadiums, I've been always looking forward to SummerSlam. Those are the murky events, bro.
Yeah, definitely.
I agree with you, eh?
And Royal Rumble. I mean, Survivor Series used to be. I think Money in the Bank really took its spot now. I think that's safe to say.
Right, yeah.
It means a lot. I mean, Survivor Series does not mean shit.
I have a
It's
feeling
just filler.
I have a feeling Billionaire Ted could do a great Kevin Owens impression too. I don't know why.
I'm sure he can.
I just think he could.
I'm sure he can. He's halfway there.
I am Canadian. Hello.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly.
That's what I mean.
Well, brothers, thank you for taking my phone call. I'm going to listen in. Thank you, brothers.
Absolutely, man. Call in anytime.
Take it easy,
Take care,
Ted.
man. Dude, Canada actually put out a lot of good wrestlers, if you think about it.
Yeah.
Kevin Owens right now, Sami Zayn, Chris Jericho. I remember when the Canadians were invading CZW. The talent was fucking insane.
I mean,
Sexy Eddie is very much underrated.
Eric Young.
He's fuck out of here.
He's Canadian.
Bobby Roode, I guess.
Yeah.
Of course, greatest of all time, Bret Hart and the whole Hart family.
Eric Young.
No.
Eric Young.
No.
Eric Young.
Fuck off.
Eric Young.
Fuck yourself.
Eric Young.
Dude, I really don't want to watch 2 hours of Eric Young. What can I do to get out of this? I really don't want to watch
Not
it.
a motherfucking thing, bro.
Come on, man. Name somebody else I'm going to end up killing myself. I can't watch 2 hours of Eric Young. You're going to hear me snoring alongside with my dogs. I can't promise I won't fall asleep. It just might be a podcast of me snoring. I might sleep.
We'll have to figure something out. We'll talk. But I'm pretty I'm 99.99% sure the guy is not fucking turn a heel against Rusev.
Oh, it's not happening. I take it.
No.
Yeah, it's not.
No.
I'm losing. I already know.
I was actually a little bit worried when he got suspended. I thought maybe they would, since all this brand split change was going on. I thought
it makes sense.
Perfect time. Perfect. This was actually the perfect time to do it. But then I'm driving today and I'm like, I wonder if Sheen is just completely distraught over the fact that there's no way, unless hell freezes over within the next couple of weeks, that Rusev or that Roman Reigns is turning fucking heel. I was thinking that in my car today. Just want you to know that.
Yeah, that's fucked up. I can't believe I actually have to watch this shit.
Probably turn them heel, but not the company's not going to turn them heel.
I really think Mania will be their next chance to do it. But you never know. They may do it before and then have him still at Mania. He's going to be the main event at Mania. I don't care.
Dude, I don't. They have so many people now, man. It's insane. Dude, the roster is absolutely insane.
All right.
The amount of talent they have is the best talent they've probably ever had.
I'm gonna do a Kreskin. I'm gonna look into the future. I see Roman Reigns versus
you need some music for this.
Versus AJ Styles at WrestleMania 2017.
Nope. I can see that. Nope. But I don't know. They've already had like 2 or 3 matches though.
I got a feeling I know what the match is going to be for WrestleMania.
Yes.
What's that?
The main event. It'll be Roman Reigns versus The Rock. They're in Florida. The Rock is going to play a part in the WrestleMania main event next year.
If they were in Miami, I would 100% agree with you. But they're not. The Rock's home is Miami, not just Florida. Miami. When they're in Miami, The Rock is home. When they're in Fort Lauderdale, The Rock is home. Orlando is 3.5 fucking hours away if you're speeding. 4 hours if you're doing the speed limit. I disagree, sir.
WWE never lets the truth get in the way of a good story, though.
But Boxman,
God
honestly,
damn it,
though,
you have a point. Go ahead. What?
This is going to be the most unpredictable WrestleMania, just because the past few WrestleManias, there's been like 4 or 5 top guys, and it's like, yeah, like you can pretty much guess the matches. Right now, dude, there's like fucking 15 of them between the 2 shows. You have no clue who they're going to put in the main event, especially now that they're utilizing guys like, Dolph Ziggler and fucking, Cesaro possibly, and, ending the show, ending Raw with Rusev. Like, they're trying new things. So I don't think it's just Cena, Orton, and Brock anymore,
Well, thank
you have
God.
a nice 10, 15 other guys.
No. I just think by WrestleMania, it's going to be both Reigns and AJ's time to shine, and I think that's where it's going to be. I think Reigns will have the title back by Mania. I can see AJ going for the title at Mania and getting his Mania moment there.
I think Seth Rollins is taking Roman Reigns' spot. I think he's their guy now.
I can see them.
Reigns is still their guy. He's just on timeout right now.
I don't know, dude. Seth Rollins was their guy before Reigns, though. They love Rollins. That's clear.
They do, but I think they're building Rollins to eventually go back against Reigns. Because remember, he started off when he came back telling Reigns, I didn't get my, I didn't lose it, I blah, blah, blah. So eventually that match will happen one-on-one because it hasn't yet. You realize that, right?
Oh, it's happened a couple times.
The one-on-one championship? No. It's been a 3-way. It was a 3-way. That's what he was
but they've had one-on-one matches, though. They gave it away on Raw, and then they had a pay-per-view match.
But not for the title.
Not for the title.
Right.
Yeah, not for the title.
That's what I mean. It's going to be one-on-one for the title, and then...
Can you see them doing a 3-way again between the Shield for WrestleMania?
Absolutely not.
Yeah, they should have saved that, man. They blew their load. They should have saved that.
They could go to it, but it's just like...
But, that's a WrestleMania main event, though. If you're trying to push, like, the new talent and then, quote-unquote, new era, that's the main event to go with.
Yeah.
And then, the undercard, you can have, like, Finn Balor against AJ Styles. Like, that's a match that has to be on WrestleMania. If they give it away on fucking, like, Backlash, I'd be pissed off. And they honestly got to stop doing shit like that, man. Remember the Wyatts against the Shield? Dude, Boxman, you remember we were doing the show back there? I fucking popped for that.
I'd actually like to
so
see.
Fucking excited for that.
I'd actually.
And then they just gave it away on what was it, Elimination Chamber, and then it never happened at WrestleMania. It's like, why?
Yeah.
They were facing off against each other in the standoff. People were chanting, "This is awesome," and I got goosebumps from it. And you gave it away for one time, and the rematch was on fucking Main Event. Main Event. Go watch it. It's on Main Event. It happened. Like, that's insane.
I have not watched Main Event since
ever.
Yeah.
No, but this is when
sure.
they were trying to push Main Event, when they brought Taker to Main Event and shit.
Oh.
It was right when the network launched.
Ooh.
Well, that's what happens.
They gave up on it for after 4 weeks.
That's what happens when you have too much TV time to fill. You give things away inevitably.
Yeah, but not necessarily though, dude. They have so many guys now, especially with these cruiserweights coming up. They're probably signing like fucking 15 of these dudes. There's so many people out there, man. It's just insane.
And I got a feeling a lot of those, those guys are going straight to the fucking Raw roster too. They're not going to NXT.
No NXT, which is crazy. Like, this might be one of the last times I see Drew Gulak. You know what I mean? Like, this is crazy.
Could be
on Raw, not even
right.
NXT. Like, it's crazy enough to see a guy like Drew Gulak that I've probably seen every month now for a couple of years. Just fucking go straight from little skate zone in Voorhees, New Jersey, which fucking packs 300 people, to Raw. It's a crazy shift. It's
yeah, man.
It's a
crazy shit, bro. But let's see.
Yeah. Have you guys been keeping up with the cruiserweight thing at all?
I'm honestly behind.
Me too. I slacked. I'll admit it. I slacked. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. But I did. I'm going to catch up. You know what? I have the network.
I got to catch up on that and Lucha Underground. I want to watch that finale.
I need to catch. I was going to do TNA and then Lucha. I'm going to watch Lucha Underground. I have 14.
I actually watched half of it. I watched Pentagon turn to Pentagon Black. And I watched the Rey Mysterio and Prince Puma match, which was fucking fantastic.
I have 15 episodes to watch.
Goddamn.
On
Yo,
my
can you
DVR.
can you
Yeah, we'll talk about it after the show.
Yeah. So I want a physical copy, dude. I need that shit. But we got Billionaire Ted on the phone again. He wants to shoot. What's going on, dude?
Bro, let me tell you something.
I like the pause.
About this damn Cruiserweight Classic.
Okay.
Have you seen Metro? They revolutionized that. Right now, these kids these days, they couldn't have a candle. Like, all they do is flip-flops. Over there, they could tell stories back then.
Well, the thing about the Cruiserweight division is it's no longer just high-flying, though. It's a lot of mat-based wrestling. Like, guys like Drew Gulak and Zack Sabre Jr., those guys aren't doing any flips. You know what I mean? I think it's more like the junior division than anything.
You know what I hate about this new WWE NXT Cruiserweight Classic? Every time they walk into the ring, all they do is they're dancing and they're dancing. Like, I loathe that.
No, I agree with that, but you got to keep in mind though, a lot of those guys are foreign. Like, a lot of them are from India and China and other countries, and that's kind of like their culture. But yeah, I'm not a big fan of wrestlers coming out dancing and like, what's that guy? No Way Jose and the Usos doing all that shit. I'm not into that either.
No Way Jose ain't
sad
dancing
state
no
of
more.
affairs. The sad state of affairs when they're dancing to the ring every freaking time.
Yeah, I gotta watch more of it.
I need to too, but I mean, when I was watching last week, Rick Swann was dancing all over the place.
He's good, yeah, he's good.
Rich Swann. Sorry.
And if I wanted to watch any of this crap they do, right? Because I love ML. It used to be called ML, now it's called CMLL. I love Lucha Libre. Okay, these young kids right now, all they have to do is watch that from Mexico.
Mexico is fantastic.
It's fantastic. Yeah, tell us what it's all about.
Hashtag awkward silence. Trending now.
Dude, I can't I can't wait till
What in the hell?
I don't even know what's going on anymore. It's past midnight here. That's what's happening.
Oh, fuck.
Is it a full moon? Is it a full moon tonight? What's going on here?
I'm so wasted.
All right. Well, what else we got before we wrap this shit up, man?
Did y'all get into the Joey Styles situation?
Nah, we did not. What happened with Joey Styles? You want to elaborate?
Well, he got fired.
Well, I know that.
Will
anything else come out?
Yeah.
No. The shoot interview. I think Box, you posted. I actually just watched it for the first time today. It's about a half hour long, and it was on the WWE's YouTube channel. And he basically called it a shoot interview, and he basically referred to the fact throughout multiple times that this is going to get me fired. That's going to get me fired. He talked about what did he talk about? He talked about the reason why Roman Reigns gets the push that he gets is because Vince just loves him.
Well,
the mothers love him. The kids love him.
He did. I've actually got a thing here with a bunch of the highlights. Let me see what I can read here.
Yeah, see. I thought you had the audio. But it's kind of like the shoot that he did before, but it's like it's for real.
Well, I might have. Hold on. Did I post the audio? Hold on.
Put it to you like this, and he actually brought up what's the guy's name? He said Joey Ryan will be a good fit for WWE if he can tone down his act. Like he said, he thinks a PG version of what Joey Ryan's doing in the Indies would work in WWE.
Yeah, it would work, but Joey Ryan is fucking terrible.
No, he's not.
Dude,
I
he's
agree with
fucking
Shaheem. I
terrible.
agree with Shaheem.
Yeah, that dude is terrible.
No,
man.
he's not.
Oh, come on.
You're gonna have to watch.
Fox, man.
You're gonna have to watch.
Yeah, but you're into those gimmicks, though. I'm not into like Disco Inferno and Joey Ryan slanging his dick around, and I'm not into that.
Well, I mean,
and he actually said he prefers the new era talent over the ECW talent, which shocked me.
That's.
Well, of course, he was trying.
I mean, depends how you look at it, though, because like
he was
the ECW
trying to
guys,
save his job at that point. Let's face it.
I don't think he gave a single fuck.
No, he wasn't saying like that. He said like those guys were his friends, but he basically said a lot of those guys were partiers, and he thinks that like if you're a guy that parties, if you care more about partying and getting some sleep so you can get up early the next day and work out and get better and better every day, then you don't really take it seriously enough.
Well, Anthony, it's not just that. You got to face the facts. A lot of the ECW guys like Axel and Balls and Hack Myers and Ian Rotten and guys like that, they weren't the best wrestlers. Like New Jack wasn't a great wrestler by any means.
Yeah.
So I think if he's comparing like actual talent and in ring ability, yeah, today's generation is by far the best roster you have right now. I mean, there's no other time that you can mention anybody. I mean, of course, in like early 2000s, the roster was better when NWO came in like right around WrestleMania 18. That was like could have been the best. It obviously wasn't. They didn't really capitalize on the opportunity to kind of shed on the whole WCW angle, but. Whatever, that's for a whole nother night. But I think as far as actual in-ring ability right now, you can't fuck with this roster.
I did post that interview, didn't I? God damn. Yeah, it's 20.
It's actually a good interview.
Yeah, it's 28 minutes.
But you could just tell he gave zero fucks.
So it's on their YouTube?
No,
they took it down. It's on Vimeo now.
It's on Vimeo. Yeah, Vimeo.
So this was a shoot. It wasn't okay.
Yeah.
It was available. It was like one of those ask me anything type of deals.
He was begging this girl to ask him questions. Like she was trying to be all, who's your favorite wrestler? And he's like, can you ask me some real questions already?
Yeah, he's fed up. I mean, I haven't watched it, but from what it sounds like, he's probably fed up with the company.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it says
apparently he was fired like a month ago.
It says here Styles said that he had to beg for controversial questions, and he said to consider it a shoot interview on a WWE medium. So he was trying to get, I don't know, man, but he did a lot of crazy talk on here. And what he said about Vince wasn't wrong. He also followed that up by saying, when he said, Vince, yeah, he likes the guy. He also said Vince has been right way more than he's been wrong. So that was, you know.
But you know they take things out of context and run with it.
Oh, that was a backhanded compliment. Don't get me wrong. That was a
Mm-hmm.
backhanded compliment, dude.
It is, but it's not, though, you know?
Mm-hmm.
It's like, yeah, he could possibly be wrong with this guy, but he is usually right.
Yeah, he is.
Right.
Yeah. Plus, who knows, man? It's one of those things where maybe Joe, he was ready to leave, maybe, or it could be a situation where they were just looking for a reason to get rid of the guy. I mean, we've seen it time and time again.
And honestly, man, you got to look into the psychology of marketing, man. A lot of the times, people get brainwashed. They feed you Reigns so many years, you'll get used to it, and you'll just say, at the end of the day, you'll be like, all right, fuck it, whatever. If I'm gonna have to watch this guy, I might as well enjoy it. They're just brain fucking you. They're getting you ready, man. They're marinating the pussy right now.
You know what? I'm surprised Joey Styles had that job for this many years. To tell you the truth,
I am too. Yeah, he seems like a real dude. You know, I think I met him one time. I think
here.
Legends of the Ring. I met him one time, but I didn't really speak to him. But he seems like a real guy. You know, like a stand-up guy. He doesn't take too much shit from people.
It's questions like this. Styles was asked if WWE tries too hard to cater to the IWC. Answer: Styles says no, because they don't want Reigns, and yet WWE pushes him.
Facts.
But you cannot state facts when you work for WWE. You get that, right?
He knew he was getting fired, dude. He knew he was getting punished or fired.
Yep.
Yeah. Because look, let's be honest. WWE's game of things like what they're doing now. They'll give you guys to an extent, like a Zayn or an Owens. They'll push the guys that you want to see them push to an extent, and then slowly but surely creep their guys back in. So Ambrose is on top now. Just wait. As soon as they find somebody that they really want to hold that belt, he'll be slotted right back down to where the fuck he was. Just give it a matter of time.
It'll probably be AJ for a couple years. And honestly, dude, this is, once again, they're marketing geniuses. All they're doing is teasing the IWC to keep them around, to have them watch and pay that $9.99 every month. And ultimately, they'll give a indie darling a title once in a while just to keep you around. But at the end of the day, it's Cena, it's AJ Styles, it's Reigns. Those are the guys that they're invested in. It's Rollins. Maybe Ambrose. Who knows?
$11.99 in Canada, fellas.
There you go, man. Ted, who's your favorite Canadian wrestler?
You telling me?
No, I'm asking you.
Like currently or of all time?
Let's go with both. Let's go with all time and then currently.
Okay, Bret Hart of all time and Kevin Owens.
I 100% agree. My man. Boxman, don't give me that finger, man. Go fuck yourself.
I'm sorry.
He's a good man. He knows his wrestling over here.
I hate when it does that by itself. I didn't even know it did that. Jesus.
Now, let me tell you about my story about Joey Styles. Even casual fans, we don't read WWE.com. I think, just like Anthony said, they had a reason to get rid of him.
Yeah. He was probably trying to get out of his contract. He was probably like, you know what? I have enough money to retire. This is too much stress. I'm gonna tell this company to go fuck off by literally telling them to go fuck off on their own YouTube channel, and I'm gonna get fired, and I'm not gonna give a single fuck because I'm not going to the Hall of Fame. I don't want to come back. And he's a smart guy. He's probably invested his money. He's not an idiot. He's not some fucking drug addict. Dude's probably straight, man. He's probably good to go.
Here's what I wonder. Let me put a little thought in your head. Do you think he thought when they were going to shake up the announce team, that was his shot to get back on WWE TV and get back on the fucking mic?
Dude, that's a brilliant point. I didn't even think about that.
I'm wondering if maybe he thought that when they skipped him by, he said, fuck it. Fuck it.
Box, that's a brilliant. Yeah, that's brilliant. Yeah, I never thought about that. Yeah,
I'm just wondering if that
I didn't
might
think about that at all either.
I just did, and I'm really high, so that's really weird that I thought of that.
Boxman, let me tell you something. Boxman, let me tell you something. There's no hope with dope.
It only gets better.
It does.
It's a public service announcement.
I'm being facetious.
Yes, which is why I did not come back at you. Anyway.
Yeah.
Glorious.
Doc, I never thought about.
I think
I never thought about maybe he's pissed off. He got passed over for those new announced jobs. You probably never thought about that.
I didn't either, but I'm just thinking. I mean, they were shaking. I mean, where did David Otunga come from?
Dude, I wish Joey Styles would replace him. I would take Joey Styles by himself any day over any of these commentators.
Look, you put. I'm just. That's just something that popped into my head right now. I'm wondering if that, because I've been reading exactly what he said. Some of his answers are just like, fuck it, they'll fire me, but I don't give a fuck anymore. That's the attitude of a guy who just got fucked over somewhere somehow, in my opinion.
Yeah,
I've been there. I've been there. So I've been in that fucking position.
But Vince always been marked for Harvard. Remember, just the Bonaventura used to always say that, Vince, you're Harvard. Remember on Saturday Night's Main Event, so maybe that's where Tonga got a job.
Who knows, man? I'm not sure how. I'm not sure. But
you really sound like Kevin Owens mixed with Harley Race.
I told you.
That's insane. That's crazy. I'm impressed. That's fucking phenomenal. But I like this guy. What the fuck is going on here, man?
That laugh is great.
All right, what else we got, Box Man? Let's wrap this shit up, man. It's almost we're almost creeping up on 3 hours here.
Yeah, I haven't.
Okay, good night, fellas. Thanks for taking my phone call. I'm gonna put you guys over.
Absolutely, man.
THT's the best in the bottom line. Thank you, fellas.
Thanks, Ted.
Thank you, sir. Have a good night, man. Take care. All right, Box Man.
I haven't even got to fucking news yet.
Yeah. Is there anything super important that we need to go over? Otherwise, let's just fuck it.
I can blow through a couple of things real quick. I've already narrowed it down to 4. I'll narrow it down to 3. How's that?
Why not?
All right. WWE is reportedly making lowball offers to some former stars in order to come on back. PWMania.com reported WWE is offering very low contracts to these guys.
Like Jinder Mahal type of guys?
Well, Jinder Mahal came back.
Right, but I mean guys of his stature.
Well, here's what it says. According to a report in the latest Wrestling Observer newsletter, Big Melts, numerous former WWE stars reportedly felt that the money wasn't good enough to return to go back on the road. So they're not even even offering guys enough to really go back and make it worth their money. Of course, they don't put he's not going to put a complete offer in there, but that's all it's saying is it's not even enough to go back on the road.
I hope it's not John Morrison. I want to see him go back.
Speaking of people coming back, it looks like Shelton Benjamin, not only rumored, but even shot a vignette for him, not coming back. Got a shoulder injury. Let's hope he gets it fixed and makes it back, right?
Dude, I'm really saddened by that because now, can you imagine how many dream matches you would? Dude, imagine Seth Rollins versus Shelton Benjamin. You can't tell me that wouldn't be amazing.
Imagine Zayn versus Benjamin, Owens versus Benjamin.
Yes.
Even
Neville.
I dare to say Brock versus Benjamin.
Yeah, hell yeah, why not? Dude, can you imagine Neville and him?
Yeah.
They would tear it down, man.
Yeah, a lot of
money. Can you imagine like next year's Money in the Bank? Can you imagine what that would be like?
Mm-hmm.
Fuck.
Well, let's hope. Let's hope that he does that and goes through it. So,
I'm really excited about Finn Balor and Seth Rollins, though. That's going to be.
I think you're right.
Expect big things from that match. I'm telling you, that match is going to be. That's going to be something special. They're going to try to steal the show, man, and not only steal the show, they're going to try to make it a it is a marquee match. They're going to really try to make a statement. Like, we're the new guys. We're taking over. This is our fucking town.
Did you say
this is
marquee or marquee? Which kind of match is it?
A combination of both. You could take both.
I'm just wanting to clarify.
Yeah, I mean, they're marks. So, yeah. All wrestlers are marks, dude. Come on.
I know.
Unless you were like a Chris Masters or some bodybuilder, you are a mark. Come on.
Well, yeah, you got it. Yeah. You got it.
All right, what else we got?
Moving on, Randy. Rumor going around that Randy Orton might have gotten rid of another wellness policy strike by going to a rehab center. According to
So how many is he down to now? One?
Well, they're saying he got popped again.
Oh, I thought you were saying they took away one of his violations because he's going.
No, but they're saying during his shoulder injury, it's possible he might have been spending time in a drug rehab center. According to Ringside News, it appears Randy Orton had his one remaining strike removed by going to a drug rehab facility. This would be his, they say, third. I swear I've heard Randy Orton getting like 8 of these motherfuckers, dude.
Wait, what kind of drugs was he on? Was that ever released?
Not that I remember. No.
It has to be like Adderall or painkillers, right?
I don't know. Obviously something not worth firing him for, but I heard he had one of those like 20-year contracts.
Yeah.
So not much is going to get him fired.
Damn, dude. Yo, can you imagine those contracts? Like Bret Hart had like a 10-year contract. Like, fuck that.
Yeah.
Can't imagine
that. Yeah. So that's just the rumor.
A lot of Bret Hart references tonight. Yeah?
Speaking of Bret Hart, Bret Hart did an interview with Forbes. It was a part. It was a 2-part interview. In part 2, Bret criticized WWE Creative and again calls Seth Rollins unsafe to work with. When asked about the current product, Hart criticized the creative direction behind their current programming. One thing he specifically took issue with, Tommy, I hope you're listening, too much talking. Too much talking. If you watch, Bret Hart says, if you watch wrestling, like I do, there's so much talking, Hart said. There's some twit back there with a pencil behind his ear writing down all these things for wrestlers to say. It starts to sound the same. There was a difference back in my time where we had to make up our own verbiage. So when you watch those interviews, a certain part of you comes out, and that's what makes those characters so great. Hart also said the wrestlers don't have much time to memorize the scripts they're given, and says lines are frequently changed by writers moments before they're going live. Then on the subject of in-ring talent, he credited now former WWE star Cody Rhodes with being in the same category as himself, Bret Hart. Oh. He didn't have such high praises for Seth Rollins, who has previously called out, who Bret has previously called out for injuring John Cena during when he kneed John Cena and broke his nose. Every move Cody Rhodes does is safe and perfectly executed, Hart said. You watch Seth Rollins, who they've pushed as this huge mega push. I've watched him for a few months now, and you can go back and watch it on YouTube, but he knees John Cena in the face. Just knees him in the face so hard, so recklessly, so dangerously, you can easily kill somebody with a knee like that in the face. So
wait, how do you know Cena didn't take it wrong?
You don't.
How do you know he moved his face too?
You don't.
Too much for it?
And that's where,
exactly. It's two fucking people.
And who should know that any better than a guy who's been in the ring? Right?
I blame all this on Goldberg.
Listen, I completely agree with him. I do see what you're saying. I will get back to that. I completely agree with what he's saying about the scripts. That the fact that these guys, there's too much talking, too many fucking scripted promos. But
I think it's less now, though, Box, man.
I think it.
I think in the last couple of weeks they're kind of off the cuff.
Well, yeah, but who knows when this fucking interview was done?
Box, man. Let's put it this way: the more botches you get on promos, the more proof that they're basically going out there and doing their own thing.
I agree. Look, I'm not denying that. And I think they've been doing a little more, go out there and show more of yourself again.
Yeah.
Thank God.
Even with Eva Marie, like, obviously, she didn't show much, but still edgier than what it was. Like, dude, they had Dana Brooke damn near in a fucking jail suit, Yeah. First week she was coming out, everything was revealing, and now it's like, she damn near comes out with a fucking blanket on her.
Damn near. Last thing, you want to get to one more quick thing. Conor McGregor. I know you're not a huge UFC fan, but this ties right into wrestling. Conor McGregor, during a conference call for UFC 202, basically called wrestlers messed up pussies, which caused a lot of wrestlers to come back at him. Wrestlers WWE, TNA from everywhere. Even Rusev came back. So much talk for a guy who fights 15-minute matches twice a year. Good for you, Conor MacGyver.
Boxman, let me ask you this. Work or real?
I think everything. Conor McGregor is... I would call him the best sports entertainer in UFC. How's that? How's that sound?
Well, that's a very, I would say Tommy answer, but Tommy would just go.
No. By that,
shoot or work.
Work.
Okay, that's what I'm thinking.
Work that wasn't.
He's working the workers. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
He's working the wrestlers. They're falling for this shit.
He's got a huge rematch at UFC, and. Yeah, and I mean, Ric Flair commented on this. Biggie, Sasha Banks, Baron Corbin, a ton of people jumped in on this. Ric Flair, coming from a guy who built a career copying my persona, I expected that the type of class we get from Ronda Rousey or Anderson Silva. After Diaz finishes you again, I dare you to try guys like Brock or Fit. Oh, you're welcome for the gimmick. That was all Ric Flair. Baron Corbin, whatever. Even Bill DeMott got in on him. I mean, AJ Styles, I think McGregor could do well in the featherweight division if the WWE had one.
Dude, it's a work, man.
Oh, I completely agree.
This is the same guy this is the same guy that expressed interest in working with the WWE a couple months ago.
Oh, I believe.
Remember when he was saying he's retiring and he's going to WWE?
Oh yeah,
dude, he's just setting himself up.
That's why I said the comment. He's the best sports entertainer in UFC. Meaning, UFC isn't supposed to be sports entertainment. It's fucking sports. You know what I mean? Conor McGregor knows how to market himself. Yeah. And what is WWE but a marketing company? You know what I mean? And then that was what I didn't mean to dodge your question. Sorry about that. But yeah, that's what I meant by that. He is the best sports entertainer in UFC, meaning he's the best character they have out of all the other fighters.
Right.
Yeah.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
No, I didn't take this too seriously. I think he was just working the wrestlers and possibly,
good
trying to
for
open
him.
some doors for himself, set himself up for some feuds, possibly after, leaving UFC, he can go to WWE, and he's all set up. He's already talked some shit. They can bring him in as an angle, him calling, going out there, I'm from the real fighting and this, that, and maybe not saying necessarily real fighting, but, I'm from the martial arts background and, I do this and that, and, bring him in as a tiny little badass. And then we'll see where it goes on from there.
And you know what? If, we think it's a work, and I'm 99% sure it is, and good for him, dude. This is how you look. He's gotten a bunch. Look, I heard someone even posted this on Facebook, and I'm this isn't my quote, but they're coming off of a Brock Lesnar at UFC 200, where a lot of casual wrestling fans probably jumped over to watch that fight. So why not for UFC 202? Where Conor McGregor, a giant wrestling fan, he found a way to bring wrestling fans back in. He talks shit about wrestling.
Yeah,
it's
smart marketing, dude.
Marketing.
It's taking social media to the next level.
Absolutely. And
utilize what you have.
Give him credit. The guy's a fucking genius. So, I think that's about fucking all I got, dude. What about you? I mean, we can talk about Total Bellas if you want to, but
no. We are on 3 hours, and I'm about to bang my head against the wall.
Are you sure you don't want to hear John Cena's house rules on Total? Are you sure you don't want to hear the house rules of Total Bellas?
I've never been so sure in my life.
Because Total Bellas is basically they all move into John Cena's house for a few months.
I hate you.
Do you really?
No. But
okay.
Just because you mentioned the Total Bellas.
All right. I won't do it to you. But John Cena has some fucked up house rules, and that's all I'll say.
Yeah, you can't step on his marble floors.
Text me if you're going to be up late.
Oh.
Text me.
Yeah,
We'll save it for next week, my friend.
Yeah, let's save it for next year. With that said, we'll be back next Wednesday, 9:30 p.m. Eastern Time right here. Mixlr.com/THT Podcast. Subscribe to us on iTunes, Stitcher Radio, Google Play, TuneIn Radio, as well as YouTube. Check us out on BreakingWrestlingNews.com. Also, I believe we're on WrestlingSoup.com right now as well, right? Check out the episodes on there. Think? Oxman?
We will.
Oxman's got a...
We'll be up there, my friend. We'll be up there.
Up there. Check out Wrestling Soup tomorrow night, Thursday night, 9:30 p.m. Eastern Time, WrestlingSoup.com. Check out JCat, Yakuza Kick Radio, blogtalkradio.com/Yakuza. And in 2 weeks, I will be going back to Geeks of the Industry for the third time, I believe. I'll be on the Creature feature for the second time. I'm doing Event Horizon with Chunky Larry, so definitely check them out. Geeks of the Industry, big shout out to them. And with that said, let's peace out. I'm falling asleep.
There you go. As usual, thanks to everybody who's going to download. Thanks to everybody who was in the chat room. And we will see you guys next week.
Pack your ass, my good man. Time to kick back, drink some beers, and smoke some weed.